Salam alaikum. Oh,
Hello, Muji. Can you hear me?
yeah, of course. How are you?
Muji, good on you, man. I'm just gonna put this acorn off.
Yeah, all right.
What's the news? How many channels have you gotten hidden from? All your
Uh,
all your comments gotten hidden from, huh?
yeah,
All
most of
the
many of these,
it's crazy.
uh, mostly I think these Muslim channels, yeah, extremists mostly, yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, for those who don't know, we are talking about my comments are invisible in some channels, and I don't know what is the reason. And
Perhaps
for
you're blocked.
example, I see myself, but someone else doesn't see it. Not no one else actually see it because no one react on them. And then when I go from another account, I see that uh, from another account I don't see it either. Amir Box, salam bro, salam alaikum. Hope you had a pleasant Iranian New Year. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks a lot. Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk about. Uh, there was some. Yeah, I had some chats with some people on my one of my the latest debate, and somebody was I don't know he was Christian. I think he was atheist. He was asking me what how you know that the words are words of God. Okay, what is your um, what is it method, and I was telling him let's do it live because it's not easy to write it on some comment, okay? So and he was insisting and very very hard and a little bit you know annoying. No, you have to say it now here. I said that is not possible. That to say that okay, my method is to put two and then a plus between another two and then become equal to four. No, the method is rationality. That when I became a believer first was that I hope that he's listening and he can join us. Sayyid says salam alaikum, my brother. you know, I, when I was atheist, and when I learned about Hinduism, Martin, and I asked
Yes.
them what will happen to us because I had already learned about what will happen to this world through scientific facts. Yes, science. They
Mm.
say that there is an end to this world, and there are three different theories how the world will end. And but anyway, either of them there is an end to this world. Okay, either it will repeat again, okay, which is called the pulsing theory, or it will never repeat again, which is the big chill, called the big chill and the big rip. Okay,
Mm.
so but when I was asking Hindus what will happen to us, they were believing in reincarnation, and they were believing that the reincarnation will you will come back after 12 days. If you are a bad person, you will become in next
Mm.
life you will become a dog or animal or handicap. So they and I realized that because I had traveled many places and I was enough educated to understand that these things comes from their own mind, because in the past they saw that Hindu dogs or dogs of India, they were suffering. They couldn't see that nowadays there are dogs who are $375 million rich. Can you imagine, Martin?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
the richest dog in the world. 370. His host has died, and he's $375 million rich. So that dog is
So
not.
you wish you could you could play switch places with the dog, Muji. Is that what? You.
No, nothing. No, I just want to say that they were thinking, it comes from their, it shows that it came from their imagination. So I started to think that if all religion is imagination of people, then Abrahamic religion also should be like these pagans religions. And I made that movie, the Last Message of God. I went to Mexico, and then I went to Greece and shot all this Egypt, and then India. All of them, they had one thing, only one thing in common: multiple God, but nothing else in common. So I realized that if Abrahamic religion also were just imagination of people, they should also be the same, no connection to each other. But we see that they are as if as they were sent by one, you know, creator, one source. Some people say that, oh, this is copy of that one. No, it is completion of that one. They have the same source, and they were saying things that was not possible for people of the past to know that at all, that there is an end to this world. Okay.
Mm.
And there are many other things, you know, that the verse of Quran that I wish that that person comes online and then
I
cover.
see there's a guy that wants to come online and
Yeah,
ask you
Amir.
something about. Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate you will be covering a multiple of topics. So let me know when you wish. Okay, yes, you will. I will do that. You are welcome. Please wait. I want to talk about a little bit. There was another guy. Okay, that was about him. I wish that he comes and I will show him verses of Quran and scientific facts, videos that, you know, how Quran says. You know that I think you said that the same is in Bible as well. That God will repeat the word again. He will, you know, he will
You will
bring it
create
back.
everything new.
Yeah, he will bring it back again, and then again he create everything new again. So
Mm.
of course a little bit different maybe in Bible, and then okay, take your time. Yes, all right, Amir, thank you. So anyway, this was I have videos I can show you. I can show you the verses that it's impossible for me that somebody 1400 years ago who couldn't even read and write, the highest knowledge was reading and writing, talk even about universe, okay, about expansion, about that the world started, that we started the world in this way and that way, you know, with strength. So to know that there was a start to this world and there is an end to this world, it was impossible for them to know. And then all those other verses, how in those times that people were so barbaric, all these beautiful verses, how to forgive, how to love, it was not possible at all for such a people to exist. Like even Jesus, peace be upon him, as well, that love one another. Somebody comes among those, barbarians who were crucifying each other, who were killing each other. Somebody comes and say, love one another, love your neighbor as yourself, and so on. So this is something that is impossible. That such a people, they just woke up themselves and became such a great humans. It's not possible.
Yeah, but
Somebody.
even the miracles further show that
Okay,
it
no, no,
comes
no,
from
wait,
God.
wait.
Even the
Martin,
miracles further.
yeah, Martin,
Mm.
Martin. They don't
Mm.
believe in miracle. Okay, so if you talk to some atheists,
They
they don't
believe in
believe.
miracles.
No, they don't
They
believe.
just
They
don't call it miracles.
Yeah, they don't. They say that it is.
They just call it like even the miracle of life. They would say, "Just give me that miracle of when life started, then I can explain the rest." Like, just give
Okay,
me that
I
one
don't know if
miracle.
it. I don't know if it is this Drake who was asking me. You can't use your own or someone else ignorance and evidence for your claim. I don't know if it is you. Then please join me. I will. Tell you directly why I say that these words are belong to God. Okay, so
Can
and
I
then
ask you something, Margie? Can I
yes,
ask you
please, yeah,
something?
yes, please.
Margie, I wanted to know, would you rather have a person be ISIS killing Christians, cutting their heads off, or a Christian? Would you rather have a guy
I
being
have said it.
ISIS?
Oh, I have
Would
said
you
it many.
rather
Okay,
have them
look,
be
Martin,
Christian?
Martin, I have said it many times, okay. And when
Right.
you say that, as also you say that the guy became left Islam, you say I'm happy. I'm not happy for Derek or for what is it, Pancrase, who left Christianity. Okay, because I'm I wish that they at least they stayed Christians because at least they
Mm.
believe in something. Okay, they have some beliefs, some boundaries, some they don't go like this. Unfortunately, secular societies they have no boundaries. Okay, so I don't want
Mm.
to go into that. So I wish that at least if the Muslim guy leave Islam, at least become a Christian. Yes, okay, I say that.
Okay,
I
but so would you rather have him stay Muslim ISIS
no,
fighter,
no,
or
definitely. I'm the biggest
would you?
enemy of them myself. Okay,
Okay,
I'm the
so you would
biggest enemy.
rather convert them to Christianity
Yes,
than stay in
rather
Islam,
yes, it's
ISIS
stay.
Islam,
No, no, no. It's
ISIS
stay.
Islam.
Yes, in that
Oh,
fascist belief.
and I wanted to ask another question. What
Sayed
have you ever
agree.
thought about this, Muji? Have you ever
Ah,
thought about this? You're now trying to fight all the ISIS Muslims and everything. What about if the problem is not in their interpretation? What about
okay,
if
we
the
have talked
problem
about
is
that.
inside
Yes,
Islam? What if
no,
the
yes,
problem is inside? So now
but
you're fighting a
Martin,
ghost,
yes,
Muji.
okay,
You're
yes,
fighting
no.
a ghost because the problem
Oh,
is inside Islam
yeah, yes,
itself.
but yes, Martin, we have talked about that as many times. So I couldn't myself create such a beautiful, loving religion, and I
But would
have
you
gotten
admit
it.
it creates problems?
Sorry.
Would you admit that the hadiths that you claim are corrupted create problems in
Definitely, no,
Islam?
definitely. Look, Martin, I always say that I don't want to, discuss about your religion and so on.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I say
We have
that.
to help each other, Muji.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But so I say that those I have said. I said it also. I think last debate I said it also that those who corrupted, unfortunately, because I absolutely, absolutely don't believe those stoning adulterers and such a things was words of God whatsoever in Bible, Torah, because those Muslims who say we believe in it, all blah blah blah, and then you know and when I say no, these are not, these are fabricated, and they, oh look, it is in Bible and Torah. I say, excuse me, Bible and Torah is corrupted for you now. When you want to, when you want to
I
prove
want to.
something, you
Mm,
believe in that. Come on, this is hypocrisy. You believe
mm,
that it is corrupted, and then when you want to, prove these fabricated hadiths, you say, oh look, it is in Quran and sorry, in Bible and Torah as well. Why? This is words of God. And then there was a hadith also. Uh, um, I couldn't bring it. I forgot to bring that one hadith. They were saying in this Khalil, there is a Dawa. Okay, somebody was saying there was a hadith that a Muslim guy was talking to a Jewish guy and say, look, our book is from the same source. Look at here. The stoning verse we have is in your Torah as well. Okay, from all these verses that are
mm,
the same in Quran and Bible, Torah, he just wanted to show something that is not in Quran to prove that this is from God. And I was
mm.
thinking how hard they try to insert this verse in Islam, and they wanted hardly to put it in Quran, but they couldn't. They say, "Oh, a goat ate it," So anyway,
But
uh,
what do you believe about the Quran? Is it Allah's eternal speech?
yeah, I mean,
What do you believe
eternal.
about it? Is it?
Yeah, look. I believe that because during even Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, there were verses which coming and then were getting old after a few weeks or months, and they were abrogated. Okay, so and then there were verses that, for example, how to enter a house. Okay, um, let me put my sorry. Yeah, how to enter a house, you have to knock, you have to get permission. So these were for definitely for people of 1400 years ago. Okay, because today we all almost everyone. They know that when we want to go somewhere, we have to knock, get permission. So it depends on the verses, there are many verses like if you kill somebody, then you have to free a slave. Okay, so such a things we cannot do it today anymore. So certain verses should be abrogated even today. Okay, because they belong to the time that it came. Okay, today we cannot use such a verses. I was talking to a brother as well, and he said, oh, you can do that, but because there are still in Africa some people who are like slave, you can free them, which is of course, I don't think there are, even if there will be, I believe that Islam is going to solve every single problems, and at that time we will not have poor,
Not
we do not have even those slaves you say in Africa. We will not have such a thing at all. So what we're going to do with these verses? Definitely these verses were for that time. Okay, and so I
what do you
believe
think
that
of Ikachu, that Pikachu guy, that
he
Daniel
I
Ikachu?
call him
Pikachu.
no, I call him, you know what is Hakikat Jew is Persian surname. Hakikat means true, Jew means seeker, true, or
Oh,
truth
okay.
seeker, truth seeker. I call him ISIS Jew, Daniel ISIS Jew. Yeah, he's seeking ISIS.
But he's
So
winning, Muji. He's winning, isn't he?
yes,
Muji? Isn't
I,
he winning in Islam? Isn't there a
I'm
lot of
no
Muslims that are
I'm
following him?
look,
He has
Mark.
many more subscribers than you, Muji. So
Martin.
yeah.
I have been asking, even last night, there was a debate on NDD. I was writing to
Mm.
James, can you please ask him, to debate me? He said, okay, I will ask. Yeah, I've asked him several times, okay? He said, okay, I will ask. Then again, another time I wrote him, and then he became a little bit, annoyed that why I asked him again,
Ooh.
James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
To
wanted,
spam him.
yeah, yeah, like that, because I said that,
So you
I
wanna
said,
you wanna chat against him? You wanna
no, I want
debate him?
twice. I asked him twice to do it, okay, do it live, and then he became a little bit, you know, annoyed that, okay, you don't push, okay. I said, okay, just please ask him. I just want to do it
Do you
for
think
the
he would
sake of
take you on?
humanity. Sorry,
Do you think you could do with the ISIS guy will take you?
I don't know actually. I don't know what to say. I hope so. Okay, I wish so. I want to, because I have been debating two so-called scholars, and then it was they were so terrible. One of them was so ashamed that he didn't even, he ran away. He didn't even share the video, because I was talking about this stoning verse, and then he said that, oh, Omar was, old. He didn't remember. He said this, look how
Excuses.
they threw their own, the companion of Prophet Muhammad under the bus to save Bukhari and Muslim. Okay, he was old, and he, like this, is stupid. He didn't know he said this hadith. Okay, if he said this hadith, if he was stupid, why Bukhari put it in his book and said this is authentic? So Bukhari is uh, Bukhari is guilty. He put it there and he said this is authentic, even if Omar radiallahu was old and he didn't remember. He said that the verse came, but it was what is it, abrogated. I said, aha, okay, so it was good to stone adulterers before, but then later God changed his mind. Yeah, I said, okay, now it's not good anymore. He couldn't answer. That's why he didn't share the video.
But
Another
Muji, I
one.
would love to hear what you would say to him. I can even practice being like Hikachu, and you can debate me. I'll be Hikachu,
No,
and to say what he would say. That
no,
it's all in the
no,
Muslim
it's
sources, Muji. Everything I'm
no.
doing is in the Muslim sources. In the hadiths, we
uh,
must keep the slaves. We must beat the woman. It's in
no,
the Quran. It's in the
no,
hadiths.
no, it's
I
not.
can
It's
show you
not.
multiple
Mm.
places.
Martin, it would never be the same, like, he or by the way, this another scholar which I he didn't know, I should tell him that, oh, please come, we are so many people who would like to ask you a question. He didn't know I'm going to to kind of debate him, and he's a famous scholar, and he's quite radical. I would like to maybe uh, share. And then he was saying that, you know what he was saying? He was saying that these people, they come themselves and say, stone me to death. Can you imagine? Yeah, he said that they come themselves. They want to become purified. We purify them. I said, okay, then it's a good idea
Explain it.
because look. I said it's a good
Mm.
idea. I can go rape somebody or commit adultery and then come to you. Please stone me to death, and then I go to heaven. Just maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, torture. 5 minutes. If I'm lucky, stone hit my head and I become unconscious. I don't feel anything, and I will go straight to heaven. you know so you see, and then there was a guy was writing me together with this I think Belil Madi, no, I don't know, with this Drake that he was also writing, oh, what is your qualification that you reject this hadith and that hadith, and then I told him, let's have a debate. He was saying, no, I don't want to have a debate. You want to put it on YouTube and become famous, like that, like
Mm.
that. Kenny, I said, come on.
Yeah,
I don't want
Kenny
to
went
start. Yeah,
crazy in here.
yeah,
I wish I
Kenny.
was in here and then I could
Yeah,
help
I
you and stuff.
yeah, I said, I said, come on. He said that I will talk to you on Zoom, but you have to swear to God that you will not record it. I said no, and then he was saying your qualification. Go and check your sheikh's qualification. That he says that these people, it's crazy that somebody comes and say, hey, please stone me to death. That person must be crazy. He must be out of his mind. So
So
because
Muji,
no sane person will do that. Yeah,
when are we gonna have a debate, Muji? Me and you, huh?
uh,
When are we gonna have
come
a
on.
debate?
I'm not going to debate you. You're my brother. All
Oh,
right. Yeah. Let me. I want to play a video. Okay. Let me look at this guy. I think you saw him. Video file. You might have seen him. Uh, Apostate Prophet and David Wood. They were talking about him. Let me see. Desktop. Where I put it. Video. No. I have to find it. Just a second, please. This sheikh was very, very. Oh yeah. Okay, it's this one. Sorry, it took a little bit time. I'm now again
yeah.
share
But
video
everyone
file.
heard, man. Muji ran away from the debate with me. Everyone heard. He was scared. He ran away. Like Daniel Ikachu,
Um,
Daniel
sorry,
Isis,
uh, I have to
just
see.
running away.
I sorry, I have to. You can talk, say something because I don't know why it is. I cannot
Yeah, I'm
find.
just tuning Muji a little bit now.
I don't.
Well, he's taking
Yeah.
time.
Okay. All right. Okay. I found it now. It was a mistake. All right. Now I share video file. Then it was this sheikh. I have put him Sheikh ISIS.
Sheikh Isis.
His name. I put Sheikh ISIS. Just a moment.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, this
I
guy.
can't hear what he's saying.
I don't know.
Did you share
Again,
audio?
I don't
You have
understand
to.
why it
You
is.
must press the
It is.
share audio
Where? How
button.
can? Let me see. Wait. Share audio.
Hmm.
I don't
It's at
see.
the bottom.
I just see remove it. My God. This
You
is.
must insert it again. You go share,
Okay.
then you
Okay.
share the video,
Let
and
me
then at
remove
the
it.
bottom.
Let me remove it and
Oh, is it a
remove.
video? It's a video, right?
It's a video. Yeah. Uh, Remove. I will do it again. Let's see. Share. Video file. Okay.
Yeah, video file.
And then I click on Sheikh ISIS. Sheikh
Are you sure the
ISIS.
sound is on that?
There is a sound there. I know.
There's
Let me
supposed
go.
to be a sound.
Let me go.
Open the file.
Let me. Okay. Let me do like this. Maybe. Okay. Let me do like this.
Or you can
Desktop,
share screen.
and then yes, maybe I have to. Let me see. Yeah, there is. Okay, I
Satellite.
will share. Uh, I will do share screen. Yeah,
Okay.
share.
Remember to share audio at there's a
Yes,
button.
share screen. Uh, I put the desktop. Okay, all right. You see it, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I will open it. The guy's talking about jihad. Yes, I don't know. You saw them. They were talking about him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Some of it.
Okay. Let me see
The
what he.
guy wants to kill
He says that we have
people
to.
if they don't convert,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to pay the
Look, look.
jizya.
You
They're
look.
using the Quran, Muji. They're using the Quran. I can't see that. It's weird.
You don't see?
Mm-mm,
You don't. You don't see?
mm-mm. Let me see if it's on YouTube. If it works on
No,
YouTube.
no, no, no. I have the. I want that just this part. Okay. Wait. Do you see it now, Martin?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Let me see. Wait, wait, wait.
I think the computer's too old, Muji.
No, it is new. Let me check.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Let me remove. I will do it again this time because
Share just the window. The
share
don't share
screen.
the screen. Share the application.
Okay, share. I will do it again this time.
Say
Uh,
share screen and then
okay, reload.
window.
Okay, now I'll go to here and then bring desktop. Let me see. Sheikh ISIS. Do you see now?
Yeah, now it's working. Yeah.
Okay, now it's working. I will make it big
Now
now.
you just have to put the sound loud, loud.
Okay, you hear?
It's very soft.
Okay, I don't know the sound.
Um,
Do you hear?
yeah, a little bit, but I think if you take it a little bit up, and there's usually
Did
if you pull the whole thing up, there's usually a thing at the bottom where you add the people. There's supposed to
okay?
be a, like a you see the
Okay. There you mean
supposed to be
audio? Yeah. No, I don't think so.
where you can mute me and stuff like that. You
Okay,
see
let me.
that thing? Isn't there like something like that there? Nothing.
No, there is
Oh no, nothing. Okay,
nothing. Okay,
just
let me.
open it again. It's
Yeah,
weird because last time on mine you could do it
I
there.
don't know.
Okay, we have to keep quiet then.
Look, it said that there are two form of jihad. First, he was explaining several other forms of jihad that you struggle with yourself and so on, blah blah. And then he says now there are two other jihads: jihad of defense, okay, when somebody attack you, and then there is a jihad of talab, which you have to pursue them, okay. Just
I don't think you've shared the audio. I think
okay,
you didn't share the audio. I
I
think you
share.
only shared.
Okay, let me again do it.
You can also send it to me if you want, and then I can play it.
No,
But if you
it's a video. I cannot send it
yeah,
to you.
you can
How?
use this. You use we transfer.
Okay, that one might take time. Okay, I will because that one might take a little bit time, and
How
people are.
fast is your internet? My internet is super fast, so if you
No,
send
no,
it to me, it's like 2 seconds.
it's not about that. I have to go to WeTransfer, and then it take time, and people waiting. So let me share once again. Extra slide, share screen, and then uh, I see just here is desktop, and then locker. No, there is just allow. There is no anything about audio. Allow. You know. Okay, let
I
it
think
be now. Okay.
I sent you the link there, so you can just send it to me. But
The link I know. I know where what is there. You know this.
or I can open it for you on YouTube. That part you just tell me
Okay.
which
Yes.
part it is.
Yes. Yes. Then open it on YouTube. Then.
Okay, wait, what's the video name again?
for I don't
It's
know. Look, let it be.
I'll get
I
it.
just explain. I just explained that the guy is
Okay.
talking about that there is a form of jihad that we have to, we have to go after them. And in 40, 50 years, when we become stronger, we go and occupy them, and then we take them slave and say, "Oh, come on, that's such a disgusting person he is." Okay, and he says that we give them two options: either become Muslim or pay the jizya and so on. And then he said that, but of course, it will be under the Sharia law. If you will have clubs, just so that
He wants to kill. Yeah,
yeah.
he wants to kill
If you
people.
have club and fornication, he's using this one, as if as he's talking about flies and you know. So this guy was telling me, what is your qualification? My qualification is much, much higher than this guy. He hasn't learned anything from Islam, that there is no compulsion in religion.
Well,
So
he's
many
using the
people,
verse, Mujin, that you
no,
strike them
no,
on the head. He's
no,
using,
that's
trying to use that
no,
verse. He's trying
that's
to use
only, Martin, that's only when they attack you, and as long as they attack you. When they don't attack you, when they stop, then you stop fighting them, because Allah does not like those who continue to fight. This is very, very clear for everyone. These people, they don't understand anything. They are a bunch of businessmen, unfortunately. Okay, so anyway, let's talk. Amir, would you like
it.
to join and talk about MEK? I will put the link again, because I would like to ask you what you know about MEK, so that I hope that you are here. How do you know what Allah likes and does not like? Okay, it is direct. So I know, as when I read Quran, then I know that. Okay, because Allah explained for us. Allah does not like oppression. Okay, Allah likes people to help each other. So there are so many verses. Uh, Hello, Amir.
Hi guys, just
Hello.
stopping the video on YouTube. I've got two things running now.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks, Muji, for inviting me along. And
You're welcome. Just a
this,
moment, Stefan. Bless in the morning, everyone. Have a good day. Hello, Stefan. Have a good. Here is night. Okay. I don't know where you are. You must be in East. No, sorry, West, USA, or those parts. That's why you say day. Yes, please, Amir. Yes, please talk.
yeah, I mean, I was watching your video where you
Yes,
were
yes.
debating with David Wood, I believe,
Yeah, 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 yeah. We did with it.
and
Yeah,
I mean, it was nice to hear about your personal story and
yeah. Thank
sort
you.
of the journey you took, and then sort of there was a red flag when you first of all, just as a disclaimer, again, I'm not an advocate of any government.
Okay.
I'm not
Yes.
an advocate of any regime.
Hmm.
So what I am an advocate for is accurate information,
Okay. Yes. Great.
and an accurate criticism as well. So
I mean,
obviously,
just a moment.
yeah,
Sorry. So I just want to say that, because Martin once he told me that, or maybe it's good that you are talking so that I can talk to you, so that Martin see, because Martin once told me, remember Martin, that, oh,
what?
you might, that you said, because I was saying that in MEK it is like this, like that. You said that, oh, before they were saying also in Soviet Union such things, yeah. So you said that I might lie to you, yeah. So it's good that I talk to Amir, and then I show the fact, and then let's see. Yes,
Yeah,
Amir,
the same.
Yeah.
let's
So
go.
yeah, sorry about that. So
No
I
problem. Yeah.
mean,
Sorry,
just
Amir. I ask. May I ask you a question first? Where do you come from originally?
yeah, I mean, I'd prefer not to get into my personal background and details. I
No,
mean, this is a public forum.
just because when you talk about a topic, it's good to know that you are Iranian, you are Pakistani, you are, from
Yeah.
Chile, because
No, I
it's
appreciate that, but for the
mhm.
for the purpose of avoiding any fallacies,
Okay.
I'd rather just stick to the points that
All right,
we're
yeah, no
discussing.
problem. Yeah.
Again, Mujib, I don't mean to be rude in any way.
No, 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 no. I'm
Uh,
just would like to know because
yeah.
I would like to know how much you know, your information, if you are good informed or not that good informed. Because I asked, for example, I've seen in the past, yeah, some Pakistani Shia Pakistanis, they support Iranian regime, and then I asked them, do you know who is Ayatollah Montazeri? They have no idea who is Ayatollah Montazeri.
Well,
You know?
I mean, okay, if
Yeah.
it gives you any ease, I do know who Montazeri is, and
Yes, good. No, so
familiar with
so
a bit
just
more of the history
yes,
than
yeah,
probably
just
the
yes,
people you're
very good.
talking
Yeah,
to.
yes, yes, very good.
Uh,
Just I asked you because of that, so that
yeah, no worries. I mean, it's
you have the
at the end of the
information.
day, the view I currently hold of MEK is
Okay,
very well documented in the public sphere.
okay.
If anyone searches for the MEK and does their own research, it's all readily available. So
Yes, but I mean,
I'm not harboring
no,
any
no, no. I
ideas
mean,
about the MEK stemming from any
yes,
attachment to a regime or a sect.
no,
So
no. I mean,
yeah,
yes,
go
and
ahead.
let me tell you that there are two types of information online. Iranian regime make hundreds of videos and false information, pays different, even Al Jazeera, making documentary against MEK. And there is another side of information that comes from MEK itself that people must search and read both of them. For example, Iranian regime make $1 million movies against MEK. Okay, I don't know if you know those movies like Majaray and Nimruz, and then $1 million movies. They put millions of dollars. They have put in two different movies, except those documentaries, movies, and so on. So to demonize MEK, or for example, they blew up a Shia shrine in Mashhad. Yeah, it is the biggest Shia shrine in Iran. They blew it up to blame MEK, blew up this Shia shrine. Later, 4 years later, if you know Amir, yeah, during
Mm.
Khatami, it came up. Because the two different fractions, they started to fight each other, yeah, so-called reformists against conservatives. These reformists, they revealed that the Shia shrine Mashhad was blown up by Said, what was his name? I forgot that intelligence service guy, Said Emami, that he blew up Mashhad and he blamed MEK. So there are these demonizing MEK on the net that some people might fall in that. For example, this apostate prophet, he's running away from me because he made a great mistake. He watched this, what is it? Nabavi, yeah, Armin Nabavi. He shared with him a documentary movie from Al Jazeera channel, and he watched that Al Jazeera report, and he came within 2 days. He came to this conclusion that MEK is a terrorist sect. And I asked him, I told him that you make your greatest mistake, and I want to debate you. He's running away from me now because he made a great mistake, because that Al Jazeera is a Qatari state TV channel, and then Qatar is, under sanction by Saudi Arabia, UAE, Egypt, and Bahrain because of its close ties to Iranian regime. And that documentary movie, all of them was organized by Iranian, intelligence service. So such a information are on, available on the net as well. So people, when they search some information about MEK, they must know from where the source is, from where, from Iranian regime or from MEK, or from those who are, what is it, non-partisan, not, Iranian, intelligence service. Yes, please. Now you can continue. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Thank you for that introduction there.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not debating with you. I'm just
No. No.
discussing with
Yes.
you
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
subject. I have
Yes.
my views, you have your views, and hopefully
Yes.
we can
Yeah. Yeah.
explore and see if we reach a common conclusion.
Yes.
The reason why I mentioned what's in the public sphere is because I'm trying to save us time. Obviously, you know what's in the public sphere. I know what's in the
Yeah. I
public
know.
sphere.
I
Anyone
know.
who comes across this stream and wants to know what's in the public sphere, they can see that. And I will be very upfront with you, and I'll try and be as respectful as I can, though
Very
you'll
good.
have to
Very
forgive
good.
me for some of the terminology I may use if I refer to the sort of practices, or referring to them even as a cult. So I don't mean any disrespect to your current
Okay.
views that you hold at the moment.
Okay.
I just, those terms seem to summarize the position quite well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's quite clear now, if we discuss any sort of terrorist activities or bombings within Iran, or against civilian government buildings
Okay.
within Iran, or anything like that, then you're obviously of the position that this is false flag attacks, and that it's not actually done by the MEK, and so there's
Okay.
really no point pursuing that avenue, is there?
No. Let me see. Amir. Okay, I have to find this. There was a video as well. I wanted to find. I will debate with Quranis Adib. I have to find that video fast.
But it's very hard to prove stuff to Muji because
No. It's not hard. It's not hard
it's
to
very
prove
hard
at all. Okay, now
because he calls my videos that I try and prove just propaganda. That Christians spend millions on the
yeah.
propaganda that
Okay, I found it. Yes, just a moment. No, this is the new one. Look, but Amir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. I want to share this. This share. I have to share something before you continue. Share screen. No. Share video. My God. Why I cannot share? How can
Apple
I
is a
share?
pain in the butt.
But how can I share?
Apple
Okay.
is a pain in the butt. That's why.
Extra camera. No, I'm there. It's written share screen. Okay, let me see. But I want. Okay, now I understood. Yes, just a moment. Not StreamYard. StreamYard. Why just a StreamYard? Why I cannot share a page?
Well, send it to me and I'll share it.
But I want that. Okay, I didn't understand why it is like this. I don't understand at
It's
all. Now
Apple.
I cannot get.
I don't like Apple. Even though I have lots of Apple, I don't like
I love
Apple.
Apple. Okay,
Um,
now I give you the.
it's American, Muji. It comes from
Yeah,
America, and you're
it
against
doesn't matter.
America.
No, I'm not against America. I'm against their policy. Okay, let me see. Comment. Why I cannot even get out of this? Okay, I don't want to share anymore. How can I get out? I cannot do anything. Okay.
Apple. Apple's trying to tell you
Okay,
not to like it, Muji.
let me see. Okay, maybe I can do like this. Do you see now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Uh, let me see here.
There's no sound.
Okay, no problem. Wait. Okay, this lady. Okay. First of all, MEK was in terrorist list as. Do you know Amir? Let me ask you a question. Do you know when
Yes.
MEK went to terrorist list? Now it became like this. When MEK was put in terrorist list, which country first put MEK in terrorist list?
You mean from the Western countries?
Yes. That not Iran,
I
of course.
believe it was the UK and Europe.
No. It was USA. And do you know which year was it?
Okay, I think
All right. Okay. You
you're
don't.
gonna try and tie this with some public relations between the West and Iran, and
No.
them
No.
are
No.
trying to appease Iran.
No.
Is that
Just a
because
moment.
I put it in my comment to you previously, the
No.
years that they were on.
Amir, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
1997. Okay. Clinton, Bill Clinton. Let me remove this, and then I will. So far, I remove it. Yes, 1997. When Khatami took the power, so-called reformist, took the power in Iran. So just a few days ago, that her name was Foreign Minister, Clinton Foreign Minister. She died, forgot her name. She put MEK in terrorist list in order to appease Iranian regime, in order to, empower this Khatami against the, because USA always wanted to, not only USA, but West always wanted to reform Iranian regime. They don't want to change it. They want to reform it. And we said it many, many years ago that this regime will never reform, okay? So they put MEK in terrorist list to show their good, how do you say it? Good or friendship to Iranian regime. And then in 2003 or 2, I think, Jack Straw, the foreign minister, British foreign minister, a corrupted man who was kicked out of the parliament a few years ago for corruption, he put MEK in terrorist list. Okay, then MEK went to 2 different courts. One court in USA and 1 court in European Union, and 3 courts, and 1 court in London. Okay, and in all these years from 1970, I don't know when MEK went to the court, but in many, many years, the second largest court in USA was asking European Union, all European Union, come with a single evidence that MEK is a terrorist organization. That bomb in this building or that building should be evidence. They were saying it is classified. Martin, can you imagine that? Terrorist activities were classified, and the court was saying, no, you have to bring the evidence. Don't come with this trash, okay? Give us the evidence. They couldn't come with a single evidence that MEK is a terrorist organization. Then in 2009, London court forced British government to remove MEK from terrorist list, and all European countries also were forced to remove MEK from terrorist list, because from the first day was UK who forced European Union to put MEK in terrorist list. And when UK was forced to remove them, then there was no any legitimation for European Union to keep them in terrorist list. Then the court in Washington was asking Hillary Clinton at that time to bring a single evidence that MEK is a terrorist organization. Okay, and that judge which I showed you now, I think now I have to come to this this lady. Okay, she was in Trump administration. She was the I guess she became the minister of what is it? How do you call it? Judge Brent represented Iranian exile group in fight to end terrorist designation. She became, I don't know, highest position in U.S. What is it? Jurisdictional system. What do you call it? I don't remember. But anyway, she was very famous, and she helped. And then here is the. Well, let me see. Here is the what is it? In 2000, I think 11, yeah, here is it in 2000. It's very, very maybe bad. The quality is not very good. But in 2011, the court writes a letter to Hillary Clinton that we gave you 180 days to bring a single evidence that MEK is a terrorist organization, and you disappeared 600 days. Okay, then the court ask Hillary Clinton, we give you 120 more days. If you come with the evidence, we keep MEK in terrorist list. But if you don't come, then we remove MEK from terrorist list. Do you know, Martin, what Hillary Clinton, foreign minister of the superpower, wrote that, oh, I'm so busy, I don't reach with this. Every different excuse to come with a single evidence. And the court said, bullshit, okay? Give us the single evidence, and we keep it in the terrorist list. Otherwise, we remove it. She kept MEK in terrorist list to the last day. She didn't even remove them 1 day before. Only exactly the last day she removed it herself, so that the court doesn't remove it, and it become a shame for U.S. government. Okay, so if you had Amir, okay, Martin, am I right or wrong? Please tell me.
I'm not informed about this.
No,
I'm not informed about this.
No, Martin, let me. You understand this much, that if all these governments, they had a single evidence, they would come to the court. Okay, you cannot sit here with me and Martin say that this is terrorist. I showed you, you know that there were courts, and these courts order this. I showed you the court letter to U.S. Foreign Minister Washington court that you had 600 days. We gave you 180 days, but you had 600 days, and you didn't come with a single evidence. So if you had a single evidence, or Iranian regime or European countries, then you should come to the court, not here say that, oh, you deny it. If the court, Masoud Rajavi, the leader of MEK, said wherever there is a minimum law enforced, we are the winner, okay? And we won, exactly. And you cannot say that a great, thousands of parliamentarians and politicians and senators in Europe, USA, they don't know that MEK is a terrorist organization. The MEK has blown up this building, that building, and so on, and they support MEK. Somebody like this Sir MS, who was killed a few months ago, Martin, he was killed a few months ago. He was a great man, and he was one of
MEK. By whom?
Sorry.
By who was he killed?
He was killed by a young, stupid, of course, extremist Muslim. Yeah,
Okay.
He was stabbed to death. Okay, and we don't know. There is no any information why he did that. Okay,
Could he perhaps be MEK or not?
He could be he could be Iranian regime could be behind it, because he was a great supporter of MEK. Okay, so anyway, you cannot.
Okay, was he great? Okay.
No, he was a great supporter of MEK, and he was one of them who made this happen, that MEK get removed from terrorist list. Okay, Amir, now please tell me if those if those evidence that you say that exist, I wish that you could, believe me, Iranian regime would give you millions of dollars if you could bring them to the court. Okay.
Okay, thanks for that, Muji. So
Yes.
what you've highlighted is that American policies could be manipulated for their own agenda. So the
Yes.
listing of Iran was to come closer to Iran around the time, a specific time for a specific event with the reformist government. So
Yeah.
by that same merit, then I hope you would concede that the delisting of the MEK as a terrorist organization came just ahead of the JCPO, which is the joint deal between Iran and the US, which therefore one could also argue by your logic that they delisted MEK to put pressure on Iran at the negotiating table. So
Okay,
all you've done is highlight. I mean, Muji, I've let you speak for like a long time.
Let me
Just
tell
sat
you
there
one
quietly.
thing now. Let me
Okay,
tell you one
tell
thing.
me anything you want.
No, let me tell you one thing, Amir. You have to go and learn that how Europe and USA work. The state is separate from the church. Okay. Another thing is that the state is separate from the, what is it? How do you call it? The law. Martin, help me. The word. The court. They are not the court system. How do you call it? The minister
Law
of
enforcement or what?
the justice. Sorry, yeah, the justice.
Justice system.
The justice system and the political system are absolutely separate from each other. The political system cannot put pressure on the justice system that you change the justice. Okay, you have to learn this one. For example, I think in 1994 or a little bit later was that 4 Iranian courts were killed in a restaurant in in Berlin. Okay, so German government was putting a lot of pressure on the Justice Department so that the Justice Department don't condemn those those terrorists and put them in jail, because they knew they will get problem, but they couldn't. Okay, they wanted very much to release those terrorists, but they couldn't. The Justice Department put them in jail. One of them was Darabi. He was many years in jail. Unfortunately, later they exchanged him with another prisoner in Iran. Okay, they sent him back. But so please don't put this. It is a humiliation for the Western countries that you say the Justice Department and the political department, they have, political department, they can put pressure on the Justice Department. It is in their constitutional law that they cannot, they are totally separate. Like separate from the church as well. You cannot say the church said like this, and that's why they followed the church. No, this is against the constitutional law. Okay, so when the court write to Hillary Clinton that you have been disappearing 600 days, and we give you 122 days, 120 days. So it means that this Justice Department has been forcing Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton is running away. Okay, and even European Union, when they removed MEK from terrorist list, in an interview, the foreign ministers, they said that we are forced to remove MEK from terrorist list, but we still believe that they are terrorists. So they didn't want to remove MEK from terrorist list. Yes, yes, Martin. They said it in an interview because they were forced by courts. Okay, they didn't want to remove MEK from terrorist list. Even if they can, they put MEK in terrorist list even today, but they cannot because the court has removed them from terrorist list. So please don't, and give me a single, tell me for example, in that building that day they blew up, for example, I say, Martin, is it difficult? I say Al-Qaeda is a terrorist organization because in September 11, 2001, they blew up, a World Trade Center. So give me a single building that MEK blew up and killed people that didn't come to the court.
Okay, all right, thank you. So in terms of which buildings they did or didn't blow up, again, like I said, if any building is brought to you and you're just going to say it's a false flag attack that was done by the Iranian administration to portray MEK in a negative light.
No, give me the time. Give me the date.
It's fine. Apparently, if the US government and the UK and Hillary Clinton couldn't bring you evidence, I doubt I will as well. That will convince you.
Yes, great, very good. When they couldn't, then you cannot.
Muji, I just want.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So,
yes,
Muji, I just want to pick up on an inconsistency here.
Yeah, okay.
So, whenever you want, the establishment of the US works wonderfully, and the state is separate from the justice system, and it's all great, and there's no coercion or cahooting between the two, and there isn't an agenda to align with there isn't a sort of some quote unquote conspiracy to align them with their foreign policies. And then whenever you want, President Trump is great. Why? Because him and his people, they attend rallies for the MEK and they give speeches and they take thousands of dollars. It's slightly inconsistent. Again, I'm not saying anything that can't be readily verified through non-Iranian aligned media outlets. So, you said you brought Al Jazeera as one example, and I will concede that Qatar and Iran have a good relationship, and therefore Qatar has a bad relationship with maybe whoever it is, the GCC countries at the time, and therefore they wanted to kick up some dust. So, okay, we'll put the Al Jazeera report aside. But then you have to go against all the other media outlets that echo the same sentiment about the MEK. So, all right, so we can agree to disagree on the terrorist atrocities that were carried out. You say by false flag attacks, I say by the MEK. That's absolutely fine. So then let's look at post the Iranian Revolution, when the clerics took over, and then MEK, which was at the time a neo sort of Marxist Islamic hybrid philosophy that they were trying to establish at the time. And then so where did the MEK go and establish themselves next?
Next when? What do you mean?
After they were they left Iran, after the revolution, and the clerics took power and they established the Islamic regime, the quote unquote Islamic regime there. Where did the MEK go?
You're mixing. Who established the Islamic regime? Who established?
When the clerics took power,
and
yes,
to establish the regime, yes, okay,
and established the regime,
yes,
okay. Where did the MEK go?
Where did MEK go?
Where did they establish themselves straight after? Who did they align themselves with?
In Paris.
No, they didn't. They went to Iraq and they aligned themselves with Saddam.
Okay.
Come on.
Amir.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Amir. It was just let me see. Less than it was. We call it 30 of Khordad. Okay, and that MEK started to fight with weapon against Iranian regime. Maybe 3-4 weeks took that Masoud Rajavi and the former Iranian president, okay, Bani Saad. They flew to Paris and they landed there. And MEK was in Iran. All its members, they were in Iran. Even Musa Khiabani, who was the second man in after Masoud Rajavi, and his wife, they were in Tehran. They were killed in Tehran. So not a single MEK member was in Iraq at that time. Okay, after they were, attacked, they were killed, they were arrested. It was not possible to stay inside Iran. Okay, so the best place was in Kurdistan, Iraqi Kurdistan, in that part. So they went in Iraqi Kurdistan. Okay, and not only MEK, left groups, Kurdish group, they were also established there because Saddam had a war against Iran or whatever you call it, okay, because Khomeini wanted to, in reality, it was Khomeini who wanted to occupy Iraq. Everybody knows that Khomeini was, before Saddam attacked Iran, was saying that Iraqi people must, even Ayatollah Montazeri, he was talking to Khomeini, who was saying that these things you say, what you do, make Saddam to attack us. And Khomeini was saying, shut up, you don't understand, okay? So Khomeini wanted a war against Iraq because Khomeini always wanted to stay on two things. One, oppression of people inside Iran, and export of terrorism and conflict outside Iran. So Hezbollah, all these terrorist groups, different groups outside Iran were also part of his policy to occupy other countries. He wanted to occupy Saudi Arabia. He sent even explosive to blow up Mecca. I don't know if you are familiar with all these things as well. Ayatollah Montazeri was saying that that was a bad move and so on, that we sent explosive. They sent explosive. Martin, are you there? They sent explosive by,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
yes, by these old pilgrims who were going to Mecca. They had put explosive in their sorry, in their bags without their own knowledge, and Saudi Arabia seized them. But Saudi Arabia at that time was quiet, didn't say anything because of didn't want bad relation with Iranian regime. But this Khomeini, fascist Khomeini, always wanted to occupy different countries. The first place he wanted to occupy was Iraq. So he wanted a war with Iraq. But of course, stupid Saddam made a mistake and attacked first. And Khomeini took that war and he wanted to continue. So later, when MEK wrote peace agreement with Iraq, yes, MEK was in Iraq and was fighting against fascist Khomeini. All right, and this is what Khomeini and its follower always use and say that, oh, you went and allied with Saddam and so on. This is ridiculous because MEK had its base in France, in USA, in all European countries, and doesn't have many of these European countries, they want to get rid of MEK. So it doesn't mean that we are cooperating with European countries against Iran. No. We are, we are using this opportunity that is in the West, that they cannot, kill us. They cannot stop us. Of course, they try to stop us because us because of Iranian fascist regime. They wanted to have good relation with Iranian regime. But anyway, because there was a minimum freedom in these countries, that's why we stayed here and we were fighting against the Iranian regime. And it doesn't mean that we are supporter of France or supporter of Sweden, for example. We have office here as well. We are supporter of Swedish, or we are cooperating with Swedish government or France or whatever, or USA. We have now office beside the White House. It doesn't mean that we are cooperating with Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't like us at all. He is trying to save Iranian fascist regime from falling. So please don't tell me that being in Iraq and fighting against the Iranian regime is like, as I said, there were Kurdish like Democrats, and then Komole, and then Fadai. They are Marxist groups. They also were in Iraq and fighting against Iranian regime, but they just managed to fight just few months or few years. That's why the biggest was MEK, and all this propaganda was against MEK. Nobody's talk a single word against those other groups that, oh, you went also and joined Saddam Hussein and such things. Okay. Yes, please, Amir.
Yeah. Okay. So, unfortunately, Mujib, what you're doing is you're straw manning the whole argument. I'm talking about MEK. You keep telling me about the Iranian regime. There's a problem there. I don't care about the atrocities of the Iranian regime because
Okay.
no one's purporting to be an advocate of them. One of us here is purporting to be an advocate of the MEK, and we're just trying to establish their legitimacy and whether they are or aren't.
But unfortunately,
terrorist
Amir, whatever
organization.
you say is exactly like what Iranian regime says. Everything you say is
That's
exactly.
fine. Okay.
I have
Well,
heard
maybe
it
they have it
40.
right on this instance. It's
Look,
okay.
I have heard it 43 years in what is it? We call it Namaz Juma Bazaar. We call it. Yeah, this Imam Juma. They said in 43 years. Oh, Munafiqin did this. Oh, Munafiqin went to what is it? Saddam. They support Saddam. All these things we hear it 43 years, and it's everything comes from you. It's exactly what they said. Okay. So please continue.
All right. So
yeah.
Now we got those that fallacy out the way. So what you're saying is essentially that you went to Iraq and then you were fighting the Iranian fascist regime. Okay.
Yeah.
So a very simple question.
Yeah.
On the front line of the Iranian army,
Okay.
Do you know who was standing there? It wasn't radical Islamist Iranian fascist regime supporters. They were people, normal people, who enlisted in the army to defend themselves from the aggression of Saddam trying to bomb and invade under Western instructions or not Iran. Okay, so when you say the MEK was fighting fascist, no, in fact it was killing its own people, the same people that it wants to establish a regime change for.
Martin,
Under
Martin,
the what? Okay.
well, let me see.
Hello.
Martin, where are you? Please help me. Okay, please, Martin. Can you please talk to me here? I don't know how much you know about revolutions, Martin.
I haven't done a lot of research on this, so you guys are much more informed on this point.
Okay, let's see. Do you know anything about the revolution in Cuba?
Barely.
Barely. Okay, there was this Fidel Castro. Okay, he was fighting the Cuban regime, which was Batista. Okay, and definitely his soldiers were also from Cuba. Okay, so and definitely they were killing Cuban soldiers. Okay, so this Amir says that if you want to, if we want to kill Khomeini, we have to go and directly kill Khomeini. We cannot kill his, soldiers or what is it, RAGC, what is it called? We call it Pastaran, okay, and Basij, RGCC. What is it? I don't remember the name.
How many Iranian soldiers died? Let's just look at the Iranian casualties. How many Iranian soldiers died?
Died where? Where?
No, in the Iran-Iraq war. How many Iranian soldiers died?
And
don't get me wrong, by the way.
No,
I'm not siding with Iran over Iraq. I'm just saying there were casualties on both sides, but the subject is Iran, which is why I'm focusing on their casualties.
Amir,
I'm just telling you.
Yes, Saddam killed Iranian soldiers. Yes, I know. Saddam killed Iranian civilians. I know. Khomeini also kills Iraqi soldiers and Iraqi civilians. We know that, okay? But we are talking about not Saddam, not Khomeini. We are talking about MEK. That MEK was trying to fight Khomeini and was going to occupy cities, yes, and come to Tehran. So they were soldiers and they were RGC, what is it for? Pastaran and Basij, okay? And they were standing in front of them. So they should fight them back, okay? They didn't kill a single civilian. They were armed people, all right? So don't tell me that.
Why were they armed?
Why they were armed?
Yeah, why were they armed?
Because Khomeini, they were defending Khomeini.
They were defending their country. Come on, that's an absurd.
Okay, all right. So
they're defending their country from a dictator, essentially.
No,
the dictator in Iraq.
Come on,
yes,
Amir,
from Saddam's aggressions.
Amir,
we're going to rewrite history just to defend the MEK.
Amir, please, Amir. They were not defending. Don't give me these, lies, because they were going to occupy. Their slogan was first Karbala and then Quds. Okay, they were going to occupy Iraq and then they were going to occupy Israel. Okay, Martin.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, my brother. You know, their slogan, Saddam was wanted peace after 1 year. Okay. He gave up. He said that I give you all, the money as well. And then Saudi Arabia said that even if Saddam doesn't give, I give it. Okay. And Iran was under weapon sanction from the United Nations because Iranian regime was the only one who said no peace. We want to. And their biggest slogan was fight until victory. Okay, this is 8 years of lies Khomeini was saying. Fight until victory. And they were saying that the way to Quds, you know what is Quds? Is Jerusalem, Martin.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Quds, it is Jerusalem. And they were saying the way to Quds is through Karbala. Karbala is a city, very famous city, Shia shrine in Iraq. So the aim was to occupy Iraq. Even Saddam said, okay, you want to go to Quds, to Israel? I will open for you a way directly to Quds. Please welcome and go. You don't need to occupy my country. But Khomeini he was saying that peace is the death of Islam. Amir, if I'm lying, give me so that I will bring you the evidence. He was saying in 8 years, peace is death of Islam. He meant, of course, his own government. Okay, so Olof Palme was Swedish prime minister. In 1986, he went to Iran and Iraq to make peace. Saddam accepted. When he went to Iran, Iran didn't accept. Khomeini said no, war until victory. Then Olof Palme came to Sweden and he saw that this weapon cartel in Sweden, the company is called Bofors, is going to send hundreds of millions of dollars weapon to Iran. So he stopped it. He was killed like JFK. Since 1986, they cannot find the murderer because the system killed him because they wanted to send those weapons to Iran, and he stopped it. Anyway, he went to Iran and Iraq to make peace in 1986. He couldn't. So Saddam wanted peace after 1 year of, when he attacked. He realized that he cannot win. So he said, I want peace. And we wanted peace. MEK wanted peace, but because we knew that this war is a legitimate, fact for Khomeini to oppress people. Anybody who said that we want freedom, he was oppressing them, saying that it is war. Shut up. We want chicken. We want food. He was killing them or putting them in jail. Say, shut up. This is war. You don't have to say anything in war. So war, and he was saying war is how do you call it? A blessing. Can you imagine? Amir, am I right or wrong? Wasn't he saying war is a blessing? Amir?
Okay, Muji, I don't understand where you're trying to get
No,
to. I'm
no.
talking
Can
about
I, can I, can
MEK,
you?
and you keep straw
But
manning the
Amir,
argument by talking
Amir,
about the Iranian regime. The
Amir.
point I'm trying to
Okay.
make,
Come
Muji,
on, it's
and I'm going to
all
be a
about
bit
now.
rude
Okay.
now. I'm going to just
No,
be a
no,
bit
no.
rude and interrupt you. I'm going to be a
Look,
bit rude and interrupt you because
look.
I keep quiet and you don't let me speak. So I'm going to be a bit forceful here and assert myself and tell you the points I want to make regarding this particular point. The reason why I brought up Iraq, yep, is because the MEK, and it's an undeniable fact,
Mhm.
aligned with the Iraqi regime. Yeah, and it's ironic that they went to Kurdistan when Saddam is notorious for gassing the Kurdish population. Yeah, killing over 200,000 or whatever the quota is. Okay, so they align themselves ironically, they want to replace one dictator in one country, so they align themselves with another dictator, and then what do? They go and fight their own countrymen. Their own countrymen who are standing on the front lines, most of them, yeah, to defend from an Iraqi aggression on their land.
Okay,
Okay,
so
one dictator is attacking them,
okay,
and
because you are
the point.
lying, Amir. You are
How am
lying.
I lying? Okay, it's not me.
You
Okay,
are all the time lying,
I'm an ignorant
Amir.
person,
Okay,
but the
Amir.
Google's
Amir.
available.
No, tell me
Thank
this.
God the
Tell me
internet's
this,
available.
Amir.
Everything
t-
is verifiable.
Amir, tell me this. Did Khomeini was saying in all these years, okay, that the way to Quds is through Karbala? Was he saying or not? Can you tell me, please? راه قدس از کربلا میگذرد in Persian.
Okay, Muji,
Was he saying or not? No.
just make your point, please.
No, was he saying that the way to Quds is through Karbala? Was he saying that war until victory? Was he saying or not?
I'll I don't care if he even said,
No,
I want
no,
to
you
destroy
don't
the whole
care. No,
world.
look, look,
No,
look.
no, if he does, he wants to do, because it's not the point of the argument. Okay,
Oh,
proceed on
come
the
on,
basis that he wanted to
Martin. Okay,
destroy the
okay,
whole world. Everyone
okay,
and
okay,
everyone is
okay,
aware of this.
okay,
Just
okay.
make your point.
I'll mute you. I will ask Martin. Martin, please.
Yes.
Martin, I ask you a question. Okay. He says that, please, because Quran, I don't know if I send you that verse or not. Be a good judge, even if it's against you or your relatives or anybody. Okay, but just be a good judge and witness. For for the truth. Okay. So now I'm asking you, Khomeini. Okay, you see that's why he is not answering me. Khomeini wanted to occupy Israel. Still today, even today, yeah, they say Israel must be wiped out from the map. I don't know if you hear all these things or not. They say
Mm.
Israel must be wiped. From the beginning, they were saying they established Hezbollah in Lebanon, and their budget is $700 million every year from Iranian regime. Okay, so they always wanted to occupy entire Middle East. Okay, even Saudi Arabia. Now the Houthi war. Okay, the Houthi war in Yemen is because they want to occupy Saudi Arabia as well. Okay, so Iranian regime wanted to occupy Iraq and then go further. Now they have 70,000 troops in Syria. They wanted to occupy entire Middle East. Now, what is it? It is a war. Saddam, because he wanted to occupy Iraq, and Saddam says after he attacked several months later, he realized that he cannot, stand. He said, "I want peace." Okay, Khomeini said, "No, war until victory." And what is victory? To occupy entire Iraq. And he says, Amir says that now, says that Iranian soldiers are defending their own country. Excuse moi, like French says, yeah, excuse moi. They are going to occupy Iraq. They are going to occupy, Israel. And you say they are defending their own country. Can you please tell me, is it rational or irrational? No, not
Okay.
Amir, not Amir. Martin, tell me, please. Is it
Muji,
rational or no,
the
no,
thing is, Muji, there's so much propaganda and this stuff. I don't know which side to
no, no,
believe. But because
what,
even in Russia, there's
no,
propaganda like
Martin,
crazy. It's
Martin,
like,
Martin, Martin,
so I don't
Martin,
know sometimes which
Martin,
side to
Martin,
believe.
Martin. From what I say, okay, I'm asking Amir also to verify for you that his biggest slogan was peace is the death for Islam. Islam meant his regime, okay? He was saying the way to uh, Jerusalem is through Karbala. Karbala is a city in Iraq. So it means that he wanted to occupy Iraq and then go further and occupy Israel, okay? So he's not denying it. Amir is not denying it. He say, "Oh, I don't know what this has to do." And then from another side, he says that MEK was attacking the fascist regime of Iran, and his soldiers, they were defending their own country. From whom? They were going to occupy Iraq. They were going to occupy, Israel. And you say they were defending their country. They were in Iraq. They were, even what is it? 1991, when George Bush attacked Iraq, yeah, they went from south and then from Kurdistan, they were going to occupy Iraq again, despite there were a ceasefire between Iran and Iraq. Okay, thousands of Iranian soldiers were arrested and killed at that time. I think it was almost 1 year after the ceasefire between Iran and Iraq. They always had this aim to occupy the entire Middle East, okay? Iranian fascist regime. Amir, do you agree with that, or you disagree with that, that Houthi rebel now are fighting is because Iranian regime want to occupy, Saudi Arabia? Do you deny that, or?
I don't know, Muji. Are you going to just bring me in to answer questions or participate?
But do you know that, or you don't know anything? You just know
No,
that.
no, no. That's not. The
That's
thing
not
is,
what.
you spent. Okay,
But
I'll tell
but
you what. It's not. It's
but
not.
this is
It's
the
not. It's
policy.
not. It's not sticking to the point, Muji. It's going around, strawmanning the argument, beating around the bush, assuming things that I've said. Okay, I want to deny this or I want to deny that. I told you at the beginning. I'm not an advocate for any regime or any position. All I'm saying is I'm going to call a spade a spade. Okay, so
Martin,
when
everything
you're
he
saying,
says. No, wait. Everything he says.
I just
Wait,
made the
wait.
disclaimer. I didn't even make a
Nah,
point.
Amir, wait. Everything he says is 43 years Iranian regime is saying, and he says that I'm not advocating Iranian regime. Excuse me, I'm hearing Iranian regime and you say that I'm not advocating. I have been hearing in 43 years in all Jum'ah, Iranian Imam Jum'ah, Imam Jum'ah, what is Imam Jum'ah, Martin? These mullahs with turbans who in
Okay.
Friday prayers, they go up there and then they talk every Friday. Oh, this MEK is a terrorist. Oh, this MEK is gone with Iraq and so on. All this, and now he's saying that I'm not advocating. Excuse me, everything you say is from Iranian
Can I ask
regime.
a question?
Yes, please.
Muji, what's your definition of a terrorist organization?
A terrorist organization. Okay, very good. Uh, what is it? If what is it? A mafia group, okay, for example, a mafia group goes and kill people, that's not a terrorism, okay. If a gangs group go and kill innocent people, that's not a terrorist. But if a political organization go and kill innocent people, that's terrorism, okay. So that's why when somebody kills somebody in the West, for example, somebody go with car inside the crowd, they say we have to investigate if it is a terrorist act or not, to see if this guy was a crazy guy or he was an Islamist or he was I don't know, whatever, or extremist of right groups or whatever. So whenever they see has to do with politics and or even religion, then that's a terrorist act. If you are crazy or if you are a bandit or mafia, you go and want to rob a bank and take hostage, that's not a terrorist act, okay. That's a criminal act. So any organization or group that kill innocent people in their actions, okay, and they know it, maybe sometimes it happens that they don't know it. For example, partisans in Europe, Second World War, they were killing German soldiers, in cafeteria whatsoever. I don't know if they killed civilians or not, but even if they did it, that would be just an accident, okay. But if you know that you are going to put a bomb in this cafeteria and you kill innocent people along with your, for example, Nazi Germans and so on, then that's a terrorist act, okay. But by mistake happens, that's something else, okay. But you have to know that is not going to harm innocent people, all right. So this is the
So
definition of
if
terrorism.
MEK killed a lot of one time killed a lot of innocent people,
Then
you could
that would
just say
be
it was an accident, perhaps.
no. That no. If they did it, for example, let me tell you. For example, there was one Iranian general. Okay, he had killed many Kurds and many MEK members. They wanted to kill him. All right, Martin. So
Mm.
he was in Tehran. 3 days they were going to kill him with they were with this undercover like cleaner on the street. 3 days they didn't do it because his son was in the car, and it was so dangerous. Every time you abort a mission because of fourth day when he was alone, then they killed him, okay, so that his son doesn't get harmed. No a single attack on civilian in all these years, and that's why I said they couldn't come with a single evidence to those courts. Three different courts, European Union, UK, and all these courts, they said that whatever they have done, all these killings of Iranian IRGC members and so on, they are freedom fighters. This is the courts has given that they are freedom fighters, and it has nothing to do with terrorism, okay. Legitimate
And what does
fight.
Amir say? How many examples does he
He
have of
doesn't have a
MEK?
single.
Yeah,
He
but
doesn't
does he?
have it.
If you had to list, like, how many examples can he give where MEK does terrorism,
Yes,
or
I
is it just
asked him. He
one?
said I asked him. He didn't give a single. I said he said himself, if they were, they would bring it to the court, European countries and the USA. Do you have any, Amir? I ask you once
Okay.
again.
All right. So
Yes.
It's clear now, Muji. The reason why you don't think MEK is a terrorist organization is because you have such a long-winded definition of terrorism. So with
Okay,
regards
tell
to the
me. No, no,
buildings,
no,
with
no, no.
regards to the building, with regards to the infrastructure, like I said, everything is well documented. Although you would describe them as false flag attacks, but you can see that the attacks
Tell me
on
what is
civil
terrorism then.
government,
Tell
civil
me.
government.
No, tell me what is terrorism.
Terrorism is using violence to get across your point.
Okay,
It's as
okay,
simple as
okay,
that.
okay, okay. Let me
Okay,
see. Let me see.
using
Now,
violence. So no, no.
let
Can
me
I
see.
come back to the subject of
No,
Iraq,
no,
please?
no,
Because
no,
you've ducked
no,
that question
no,
quite
no,
nicely.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
no.
no, no.
Who started the war? Who started the war between Iran and Iraq? Who aggressed
Amir,
first?
one by one.
Okay, I'll
Amir,
answer then. Saddam did.
what?
Okay,
No,
and
Amir,
then
tell
the
me
next
what is
question leading
terrorism.
then. Next
Amir,
question leading
Amir,
on to that.
mute
Is
you.
Saddam a good person in your opinion? Is he
Amir,
someone that you can align
Amir,
with?
I mute
That's my
you.
question.
I mute you. I mute you. Okay. I mute you. You have to tell me the answer. Okay. What is the terrorism? If, for example, a mafia group, okay, terrorize people, is that terrorism or not? Now answer, please. Where is he muted himself? Can you unmute yourself?
What was your question?
My question was that if a mafia group, okay, if for example, yes, me and Martin want to go and want to go and rob a bank, let's say. Martin, me and
Muji,
Martin,
you
let's,
the diamonds, Muji, the diamonds.
no, okay, a jeweler, no, let's say bank because people are there. Okay, me and Martin want to go and rob a bank. Okay, and then we have guns and we have no any, our aim is to become rich. That's all. So we go there and then suddenly it goes wrong and then we have to take hostage. Is that terrorism or it is what? Can you tell me?
Okay, so you've jumped from example to example, but in your initial example, which you said wasn't terrorism about the mafia, okay, if for example the mafia want to legitimize a certain law and the government isn't legitimizing that law, for example, gambling in a certain state or the
Okay,
prohibition
no,
or
no,
anything
no.
like
All
that,
right,
and they
okay.
do an attack and they conduct an attack, then yes, that is a form of
Okay,
terrorism.
if that mafia is a political organization, that's something else. I'm talking
It's
about me
nothing to
and
do with
Martin.
politics. It's
Yes,
about ideology. It's
yes, no,
about belief.
okay,
The
ideology. Yes,
MEK's
yes,
the
yes.
MEK's
Okay,
ideology is that
okay, okay.
they want
Uh,
regime change, not any
okay,
regime
no,
change. They
Martin,
want the
Martin.
MEK in there.
No, but
This is There's
Amir,
still a lot to cover, Muji. There's
Amir,
still the cultish behavior of the MEK, the fact that they make
Amir,
the divorcing and getting rid of the children
Amir,
and shipping them off. And
Perhaps I
Amir.
have to be
Muji,
like
I
the
got
moderator between you two. Like
Okay,
perhaps I
Amir.
need to be
No, no, no.
the
Amir,
moderator
Amir.
because you guys
but
are definitions are a little bit going past each other. The one
Okay.
doesn't accept the other's definition
No,
of what a
Martin,
terrorism
Martin, Martin,
organization is. So
Martin,
then you're
Martin. What's
talking
my
past each other. Huh?
no, Martin? Can you check the definition of terrorism on Google
Okay.
right there? Okay, because you said that you made it. Yes, if a mafia group become political active, that's something else. I'm asking about me and Martin. We don't have any political,
Okay. It says
reason. We want to
it's the
become rich. Yes,
it's the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims.
that's all. Political aims. If me and Martin go and kill innocent people because we want to be rich, that's not terrorism. I mean,
I'm sorry, does
I'm
MEK have
focusing.
political
Yes.
aims?
Okay.
Does MEK have political aims?
So, Martin, Amir, I'm talking about terrorism first. Okay. Now,
Muji,
if
you want
MK,
straight answers from
yes, yes,
me, but you don't
yes,
give them.
yes, yes,
Slightly
if,
double
yes, if
standards.
MEK, yes, I said if MEK kills innocent people, that's terrorism. But if MEK goes and kill soldiers or IRGC members, that's not terrorism. Like, what is it? Like partisans in Second World War, they were killing German soldiers. That wasn't terrorism. They were freedom fighters. They were called partisans. Okay, so if they killed innocent people, yes, they were terrorists. Okay, if MEK killed innocent people, for example, I told you about that blast in Imam Reza, the biggest shrine in Iran. Do you know that about that? Have you heard about that? Yeah, that there was that blast. 38 people got killed.
You're repeating the same story. Go on.
No, no. Did you, okay? You see, yeah, you don't. You just want to win. Okay, you just want to win. You don't want
No,
to
it's not.
admit.
It's not
You
about
don't,
winning.
no, no. You don't want to admit
The
anything.
slow build-up of frustration and
Amir,
your
Amir,
inconsistency and
Amir,
your lack of
Amir,
ability to let someone put their point across. You're
Amir. You
muting
don't
me.
want
You're
to
not letting me
admit.
speak.
no.
And all
You
this
don't
is
want.
ironic
Okay, because you
that
ran
you say that
away.
people are ducking
Okay,
you and they're
because you
scared
ran
of you
away.
and they're ducking you.
No,
What? Ask me any question. Ask me any
yeah,
question.
I'm asking
Okay.
you. Do you know that
Yeah.
that the blast in Mashhad? Okay, do you know about that? That who blew up that shrine?
Yeah. I'm aware of the accusations you've put forward. Yeah, I'm aware of
No,
that.
no, no. Let me see. No, answer my question. Do you know who blew up the Mashhad, the Shia shrine, the biggest Shia shrine in Iran? Do you know who blew it up?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. No, I don't know who blew up. No.
Okay, it depends. Okay.
No, no. I mean, yeah, it depends. It depends on whose narrative you're going to follow. So
No,
I
but
don't know who blew it up.
excuse me. I say that you have no information. You don't know anything about that, and you want to
Well,
discuss.
that's beautiful, Muji, because I've asked you simple questions, and as
I
someone who doesn't
ask
have
you,
any
I know,
information, you've not been able to answer any of them. I
because
asked you who started the war, between Iran and Iraq, and is Saddam a good person? Once we establish those, yeah, then we'll be able to see the kind of characteristics which the MEK aligns itself with. It's
yes,
absolutely
okay,
fine. So go
yes,
ahead.
Amir, I'm ask. I will come to that one as well. Okay, Iranian regime, they blow up that the Shia shrine. Okay, and then they blow it up and said that it was done by MEK and Sunni Muslims because they destroyed a Sunni mosque in Mashhad few weeks before that incident. It was 1994, I think, 1994. Do you listen, Martin?
Mm.
Okay,
1994.
1994, they blow
19,
up the biggest
yeah.
Shia shrine in Mashhad. It's a city of Iran. Okay, they killed nearly 38 people. Hundreds of people were injured, and they blame it on MEK and the Sunni Muslims because they destroyed a Sunni mosque in Mashhad. Iranian regime few weeks before. They said that they wanted to, attack both of them. Okay, to get a legitimate permission to oppress and kill or execute both of them. Okay, Sunni Muslims and MEK. So they blew up this Mashhad, okay, Shia shrine, and then they blame it on MEK. They made a scenario as well. They had tortured a guy, MEK follower, to admit that I have done it because they couldn't. The guy didn't accept. Okay, Martin, look at here. Because the guy didn't accept, then they came with another scenario. They told him, okay, you know what? We want to help you to run away. They gave him a gun, okay, a gun, but the gun he couldn't shoot with the gun. Okay, the gun wasn't working. So they took him to the public place. They told him, okay, run away, and they had cameraman, everything ready. When he ran away, then they started to stop, and then shot him. They shot him and said to the camera that, oh, this guy he blew it up. All these things came up 4 years later when Khatami came to power, a reformist president. Okay, and half of the regime they became suddenly reformists. So they started to fight against each other because the conservative, they were saying no reform. Reformists were saying that no, we have to make reform because USA putting pressure on us. Okay, so that's why one of these reformists, he revealed that blast was because of Iranian intelligence service blew it up to blame it on MEK. He was in jail 5 years. Now the guy is in USA and he's lobbying for Iranian regime. Anyway, but he was also 5 years in jail for revealing that who was behind. And the guy who did that, okay, he was the deputy of Iranian, what is it, intelligence minister, the deputy of Iranian intelligence minister. They caught him because this is a big story, because later during Khatami, he killed some other people, and then they blame it on him. They didn't want to blame it on the leader, so they caught him and they killed him in jail. They said he committed suicide. Okay, so anyway, all these things is that what I'm saying is that the regime has always tried to demonize MEK with all different ways. Okay, and fortunately, those who want to understand, like thousands of parliamentarians in Europe and hundreds of senators in USA, they know that all this is trash, all these are lie.
How do we know? How do we know,
Three?
Muji? Because Putin is also gonna say
Okay.
that
All right.
people
No,
are
no.
gonna demonize
Yes.
him and
All right. Yes.
it's
Yes.
all
Martin.
trash against
No,
him and stuff.
Martin. Martin. The thing is that I said to you that three courts which are separate from the state, they were asking these governments and Amir as well, please come with a single evidence. An Iranian regime. Amir wasn't there. I don't know why he didn't go there and explain for them all these things that he's explaining for me. Bring his evidence. I tell you, Amir, you even today you can become millionaire. Iranian regime will give you millions of dollars if you bring a single and you persuade those courts. You can reopen it again. Those courts that MEK is a terrorist organization. I promise you, I get you those millions of dollars.
How
Okay.
did the courts in the first place say that a terrorist organization was?
Yeah, because you have to come with the evidence that this building at this time was blown up, okay, and bring the evidences that that organization also has to accept it. You know, like Taliban, they accept that.
Oh, okay.
You know, uh, they accept. Hello, Zagros.
Zagros is
Oh,
half naked there.
you are too sexy.
We can't. I think you're muted or something. I don't know.
Yes, he's muted.
Am I?
Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
you
now
are
I can
muted.
hear you.
Yes. Zagros is too
What
warm.
were you saying?
Yeah, let me no explain. Then after we will talk to you, Zagros. Okay, because I was explaining. We are talking to Amir. Okay, it's not so good
Yeah,
that
Zagros is
we
finished in the
chronology.
bathroom.
Can you
Okay.
hear
Not
me
pull
now?
you on the toilet or something.
Yes,
Yeah, we
Zagros.
can hear you.
Yes,
I
we
I
hear
am
you.
I am Muji's worst nightmare. Muji must be like, oh fuck, that guy
Yeah.
again. Oh no.
No, no, no. I wouldn't add you,
No,
Zagros.
he
Okay?
forgave you.
I wouldn't add you if I wasn't. I was like that. Okay, you are not my nightmare at all. Anyway,
Amir
I
is
know.
his current
I
nightmare.
just get
Amir is his current
annoying at
nightmare.
some point. I wanted to ask if you wanted to come over to Aladdin's channel. He's doing a live. Maybe you'd
right now,
wanna
but
uh,
I think he will not accept me anyway.
try. Give it a try.
No, because I have tried before. He ran away. I was last time. I was behind. I was there at the back, and then he saw me. He said he took one more and said, "This is the last one." Okay, and I have tried several times. He's not accepting. So I
Yeah,
don't.
tell Aladdin to come here.
Yes, tell Aladdin to come here. Yes. Because I accept him, but I know that he's not accepting me. Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure that he's
Can
not
you call him
accepting.
now?
I
Can
would say
okay.
maybe try
So
again
Zagros,
sometime.
Zagros, can
Yeah.
you call him? Say that the perfect hour says that you are not accepting him. Okay. If he admit that yes, I will accept him, then next time I will come online. Okay. Can you call him please and ask him? Say that
Okay.
he has been several times trying to talk to you, but he's not welcome somehow. You don't accept him. You don't want to talk to him. Even last time I talked to him, he wanted to get rid of me as fast as possible. Yeah, okay, yes, of course. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. Bye bye. You know, he was like that. He didn't want to say anything. Okay. Oh, nice. Very good. Thank you. Bye. You know, like
All
that.
right. I'm
So,
asking.
yeah,
You.
ask him, please. All right. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. See you,
Okay.
man.
Take care. Take care. Bye bye. Thanks. All
Now
right.
we
Yeah.
ask Amir, where's more evidence? We want more evidence, Amir. Where's more
Yes. Yes.
evidence that
Give,
Muji is involved in terrorism, in his terrorism organization?
yes. Give us so that you get millions of dollars. It's $1 million. You know. Give us the exact date and time and place so that we know
What would
all
you accept, Muji? What would you accept? A date, time, place,
place. Yes.
and video
And
evidence of
yes.
MEK members running, killing people,
I mean,
bombing.
look, there are. If you take such a thing to the court, they know their, how they can find out the truth of that. For example, now in Stockholm, there is a guy has been caught. Is now several months, nearly 7 months. He's in the court. Okay, and Sweden has spent hundreds of millions of krona on this. Okay, let's say it's kind of at least 40-50 million dollars. Okay, in this investigation for this guy, because the guy was somebody who executed hundreds of people during 1988 massacre. Okay, he's in the court in Sweden, and the court has been interviewing hundreds of people. Even they went to Albania to my organization's base because there were some what is it witnesses there, so they should interview even them, interview witnesses who are living in London, in other countries, in Sweden, okay? And they put all these together, all right? And then they make a decision that this is the same guy that was killing, executing, prisoners or not. So they have their own system, okay? And definitely they are not just going, just Martin says that, oh, Moji, I saw Moji, killed somebody. Okay, kill Moji. No, they are not going to do like that. So they,
Muji has a diamond, right?
yeah, oh, you have to show. They investigate everything. Okay, they investigate everything. So this, what is it? When Amir says that, or Iranian regime or European countries say something, then the court say, okay, come please with the evidence. But they say it is classified. Okay, then the court say
But
no.
how were they classified already as a terrorist
Because
organization?
there is nothing.
How did they come and on a terrorist organization classification? Like,
Sorry, no, they
but
were not coming with the evidence. They were saying the evidence is classified. We cannot come because it is classified. You don't have to know
because you
what
said they are on the terrorist list. They were
they
on the
were.
terrorist
They
list.
were on
Yeah.
the terrorist
How the
list. Yeah.
hell did they get there without doing anything? Like,
Because I told you that, yeah, I said
okay.
1997, yeah, when the reformist president came to power, USA wanted to, support this reformist president against the hardliners. Okay, so they put, obviously you have to give something to get something. This is always negotiations. You give something and get something. They gave this one. What they gave was putting the biggest enemy of Iranian regime in terrorist list to tie their hands, okay? And they tied our hands so that then Khatami went to this leader and said, look, if we cooperate with USA, they will help us. They will keep us in power, okay? But we have to do this and this and this for them as well, okay? Because USA wants something, okay? Not just keep you in power. USA want that you give up this radicalization, give up terrorism, give up your pursuing of nuclear weapons, all these things. USA also demands something. But Khamenei, the leader, the hardliners were saying, no, if we go with their demand, then we will fall, okay? And that's why there was a fight between the hardliners and this, what is it?
Okay,
Reformists.
yeah.
And Europe, well, let me say
Muji,
this
if I
one
let you
also.
finish, I'll never get a word in edgeways. I think
Yeah.
it's been like half an hour since I've spoken.
All right,
Okay,
okay, okay, yes.
so you're repeating the point that they were listed because it was strategic. Yeah, so one can argue that they were delisted because it was also strategic. So
Okay.
the question I posed to you was: is Saddam, in your opinion, a dictator?
He was a stupid dictator.
Is he a war criminal?
He was a war criminal.
Okay, and MEK was supporting him in his fight against Iran.
Who tell you that MK was supporting him? This is a ridiculous.
Okay, well, thankfully, everything is published online. Everyone can have
Yeah,
a look
well,
for
no,
themselves.
what's
No, it's
published?
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's
What
fine.
is published?
I'm
No,
not
no,
going to
no.
share my screen and start googling. We have the Googles anyway. Look, everyone
Okay.
here and
You are
anyone who
Mr.
watches this
Google.
can verify this. Do you know what the sad thing is, Muji? The sad thing
Okay.
is I came here because your alliance to MEK is a disservice to your integrity. And all the other stuff you're doing in terms of the religious aspects and everything, you start to realize, play back this video, look at everything you've said, and just contrast that against your Islamic principles which you propagate. Supporting a dictator and fighting against people in order to establish your political regime and establish a regime change. No, it's absolutely fine. Look, I'm not going to continue this
You
discussion
say
because
that
it's futile. Obviously,
supporting.
it's futile.
Well,
So I have a lot of
do
other
we
things to
support?
do. I
Do we
listened for
support now?
ages.
Look,
You've strawmanned everything by consistently talking about the Iranian regime. Yep. I tell you about MEK, you start telling me about the atrocities of the Iranian regime. I say, okay, now the MEK, and then you start going about this guy and that guy and everyone else. I'm telling you about. I just answer my very simple series
I
of
told you.
questions.
You say that supporting. I said, do we support now USA if we have the, our
Okay.
office
So at the time that the MEK,
Martin,
at the time
Martin,
that the
we have
MEK,
our office, legit, but we have our office beside the White House. Do we support U.S. government? No.
but it's
do
okay
not
when
support the
Trump's head honchos come and speak at your rallies and you offer them thousands and thousands of dollars to do that, or is that another lie?
Okay,
So
let me
everything
see.
published about the MEK in the public sphere is a
Okay,
lie,
okay, let me
and
see. Let
only
me,
the members of the MEK know the truth.
okay,
That
let me
sounds
see.
very dodgy. That
No,
sounds very dodgy.
you say
Yeah.
things
And
then you,
consistently and coincidentally,
Martin,
just before the Iran are supposed to sit down
Martin,
with the global powers, they delist the MEK as a terrorist organization, and that sort of fits your narrative that they use the
Martin,
MEK however they will in
Amir,
order to apply pressure
Amir,
or ease
Amir,
pressure off Iran.
Amir,
I'm
you
just
say
saying, dude,
something.
it's
No,
a disservice to yourself.
Amir,
It's
Amir,
you're ruining your own integrity.
Amir,
Yep, and I
Amir,
only came on here in the
Amir,
hope that you
Amir,
would ponder, reflect, and that also to raise awareness. Look, the MEK in
please,
reality, they're all herded up in
please,
Albania now. They're all
please,
herded up in Albania.
please,
And to be
Amir,
honest, based on their cultish behavior, they're a dying species. If you look at what they've done with regard to marriages and celibacy and everything else, they're a very aging population.
okay,
And so so I'm not
you,
doing this because I see MEK as a threat to humanity in any way. They'll you know, if they continue their practices, their cultish practices, they'll disappear
hello,
themselves over the next few years
hi,
or so.
okay, hi,
But I'll
hi,
let you talk to your other viewers. Thanks for your time,
no, no,
OG.
no, no, Amir,
I wish you all
Amir,
the
just a
best.
moment, Amir, just
Um,
a moment, Amir, just a moment.
Go on,
You
go
were
on.
true.
I'll give you 5 minutes
Yes,
to
yes,
I've
please,
summarized
please.
now, and I think I'm done with this discussion. But I'll give you
Yes,
5 minutes, and I'll be fair, and I'll listen to you, as
yes,
I've done for
yeah,
an
you
hour
threw,
and 41 minutes.
you threw things there that Martin doesn't know anything about that. That's why I want to
Well, he can
stop
check
you.
them.
No, that's why I'm stopping you to ask a question to let Martin understand when you say that element in what is it? Element in yeah, Trump administration support MEK and get thousands of dollars. Okay, so you want to tell me that Trump vice president, okay, support a terrorist group, or Trump foreign minister support a terrorist group for thousands of dollars?
Okay.
Yes.
As my final sort of mic
Look,
drop
look,
moment, are you
look,
telling me
Martin.
that the Western governments have never supported terrorist organizations? Okay,
Okay, no, look,
salama,
look,
peace,
look, look.
take care.
Amir. Okay, he ran away. Martin, they humiliate European people. They humiliate American people. Okay, hello, without realizing. Okay, Martin,
Low, low.
there is a echo.
Echo.
Yeah, there is an echo. I think you have to something open there. Okay, now the echo is gone. Okay, so they humiliate thousands of European parliamentarians. Like I told you, this I can play for you. Who are these people who support MEK? Okay, there is an echo. I
There's
will
still
mute.
echo.
I will mute you so far. Okay, they humiliate these parliamentarians and European people that their politicians are a bunch of, a bunch of prostitutes who sell themselves to a terrorist organization for thousands of dollars. Come on, man. Shame on you. Just think a little bit, okay? That you, first of all, you humiliate your own country. He was an Iranian. He was ashamed to say that he's Iranian, okay? All right,
How do
Martin,
you know yes?
because he I know 100% he's Iranian, okay, and he was shamed to even to admit that he's Iranian, okay. And then look, a country, it is a shame for these people to understand that, a shame that they understand that a country, Martin, with 2,500 years history, oh my God, all these things, the current regime is a barbarian ISIS, regime. And then the biggest opposition of this regime that are highly educated people, they are also terrorists. So come on, you humiliate your own people, that this country with thousands of years of history, they don't have, an alternative, a democratic alternative, an organization that women are equal to men, women are, they lead the organization, all these things, and you call this organization that has thousands of politicians are supporting this organization, you call them terrorists. I have to play this, wait, so that those who might not know.
It struggles to your computer struggles to play. I don't
uh,
know. Did you buy a new Apple computer or what?
no, it is
What's the older?
the same one. Wait,
You
share
always used.
share screen. I have to, what happened? Share screen. Now I remember. Share screen. What happened? Why it doesn't come now? Now share screen doesn't come. Yeah, okay. Okay, StreamYard. I wish that it will. Okay, let me see. If I cannot, then you have to play it. Okay, I told you this is the court. Okay, do you see it or not?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see good now? Everything?
But I
Okay.
can't hear anything.
Okay, this is you know, he was the, you know who was this guy? Huh? This was
Someone in America. What?
he was Senator John McCain. He died last year, I think. He was going to become president. Okay, he was the highest senator, and he's with MEK is there. Let me. Do you hear?
Nope.
You don't hear.
Nope.
He said thank you. He's thanking MEK. Okay, I don't understand why. Okay, I will do like this. I will send you the link. Let me see, how can I go back? Okay, do you hear now?
Nope.
Okay, please you open it. Okay, I will send you the link now, because people must know that this Mr. Amir. Okay, here
Stefan.
I will put it in the chat, public chat. Everybody can go and watch it. Okay.
Stefan, stop working now. Okay, let me see. In the
Okay,
public chat.
Yes, it is in the public chat, because everybody can watch it.
There's still echo.
Oh, just a moment, please, Stefan. I think there is a still echo. Okay, Martin, did you get the link?
Yeah.
Stefan, I think it's fine now. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? I'm at work.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, my brother. I've seen your comments, and then I appreciate it very much. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a police or
No, security.
security? Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an easy job to get into when you're prior service military.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. So, yeah, let's after this we can talk to you, Stefan. Have you opened it, Martin?
Yeah.
We were talking about my organization. If you heard it, there was a guy, he was claiming things, and I want to play something to see. You know John McCain, Stefan, yeah?
Yeah.
John McCain was a great man, okay?
He was, I think he was like a prisoner of war back in Vietnam or something like that.
He was a hero, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he was the most important senator in Senate, and he was.
I think his dad was the senator, and when the enemy found out that, they used it as propaganda, like, "Hey, we'll let you go," and he said, "No, I'm going to stay here with my other people."
Yeah.
So,
he was a great man, and then he was going to become president as well. He was, I think, he was opponent to Obama. Okay.
Yeah,
Obama, and then he traveled 10,000 kilometers from USA to Albania to meet my organization and give his full support to my organization. And he's not the only one. There are thousands of other politicians, senators who support MEK. And this guy comes and gives a lot of lies to the Iranian fascist regime, okay, says that, oh, these are the truth, okay, as if as these, and he says that these politicians, they get money. Excuse me, John McCain comes and support a terrorist organization for a few $1,000s? Are you kidding me? Okay, Martin, go a little bit for here. Go back a little bit. Go back here. A little bit further. Okay, here.
Can you hear it?
Thousands of Iranians, supporters of National Council of Resistance of Iran, NCRI, will attend the largest ever virtual gatherings, Free Iran Global Summit, on Friday, July 17th, 2020. Hundreds of distinguished international political dignitaries and bipartisan lawmakers will be joining them. Partial list of speakers: Rudy Giuliani, former New York mayor; Joseph Lieberman, former U.S. senator; Michelle Elio Marie, former French MFA, MD, MI. Giulio Terzi, former Italian MFA. John Baird, former Canadian MFA. Michael Mukasey, former U.S. Attorney General. Rama Yad, former French Minister for Human Rights. Linda Chavez, former U.S. NSC member. Ingrid Betancourt, former Colombian Senator. Members of the United States Senate, the U.S. House of Representatives, a cross-party delegation of the British Parliament, members of the European Parliament from different political groups, members of the German Federal Parliament, members of the French National Assembly, and members of the Italian Parliament would also participate.
Now, after seeing all these politicians, like foreign ministers, prime ministers.
Okay, so stop now.
You see all these politicians, and this Amir says that they get money, to support a terrorist organization. It's a humiliation for Stefan and people like him that vote for these prostitutes, because politicians who sell themselves for thousands of dollars to a terrorist organization. Why Hezbollah, whose budget is $700 million a year, cannot get a single parliamentarian to support them? Because
stop sharing screen.
What do you want? What's the group that other guy was against? The group you're for? MEK?
It is called MEK, or People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran. Go a little bit further.
I never heard of it. I want to do research on my own time.
Just tell us if it's a terrorist organization, Steven.
I've seen some terrorist organizations firsthand, and like Muji says, they don't want women to learn anything. They don't believe in equal rights.
Exactly.
When I was in Afghanistan, less than 1 mile away from my base, there was an all-women's school, and luckily, the Taliban didn't hurt the kids. But every time they got a brand new teacher, they cut his head off. While I was there twice, and that made nobody want to teach them. Instead of hurt, sometimes they throw the gas and then even the little kids get hurt. But luckily, they only went after the teacher. But nobody wanted to teach them anymore. You scare the teachers, then they don't learn anyway.
Stefan,
that's crazy.
Stefan, do you think a terrorist organization
that was the Taliban?
Yes, I know. No, I'm just telling you also that imagine that these people don't think at all that my organization, women are absolutely equal. They are all leaders. 70% of the members are men, 30% are women, but out of leadership, 70% are women, 30% are men. And if you play further, you saw Mariam Rajavi is our president. She's a woman, a Muslim woman, and she's the president.
MEK?
Sorry, it is called as well MEK. And by the way, you have to know that there are a lot of propagandas from the Iranian regime online as well, okay? But luckily, all these politicians that I showed you, all of them, Rudy Giuliani, for example, he was mayor of New York in 2001, when this, there is this guy, spamming guy is here again. Yes, I blocked him once and then he's again here.
You have a lot of haters, Rudy.
So, yeah, somebody's spamming. I don't know. It's an error occurred trying refreshing the page. Okay.
He wants you to go on naughty websites. Seems.
I don't know. Can you block him again? Because I cannot from here now.
Okay.
He's maybe good in spamming. So anyway, Rudy Giuliani, Stefan. He was mayor of New York. Okay, and he was now what is it? The closest lawyer of Donald Trump. He was also, and he was saying that I know what is terrorism. He was one of those who was trying hard to remove MEK from terrorist list, U.S. terrorist list. And he said that many times. I know MEK is not a terrorist because no one knows better than me. I have been living it because he under his observation was that terrorist attack happened. Okay, and he's one of hundreds of senators and thousands of European politicians that support MEK, and he says that they get thousands of dollars. Excuse me, few months ago, Slovenian Prime Minister, current Prime Minister, while Slovenia was the head of European Union. Okay, he came and support MEK in a speech. All right, and Iranian regime was so angry with him, and they even called in Slovenian ambassador. So how come a current prime minister in power comes and support an organization, a terrorist organization, for thousands of dollars? The opposition will, strip him, say that, oh, you did it for money, but nobody said a single word about that you went and support a terrorist organization.
Hey, Muji, what do you know about Biden? The current, the guy that can barely walk.
Yeah.
What do you think about him bringing back the Iranian deal, man? That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Hooking those guys up with some nuclear weapons, just a little bit extra gas. And then Russia's going to be the peacemaker between us, even though we're sanctioning Russia. Like, how do you have a middleman for you as your enemy and expect that you're going to get a good deal to begin with? That's crazy.
Exactly.
And I don't know much about that, because
but no,
he's from Hawaii, so
he's trying. He's trying to give them hundreds of billions of dollars, as Obama gave his boss,
like Obama did, and then Trump stopped that and cut them off and took back the 2.5 billion in cash.
Yes.
And then now it's like, and I was watching news reports. That Biden guy can barely give a speech. He's so confused. I think it's because he's aging. He doesn't know what year it is.
Yeah, exactly.
He has had brain operations and stuff as
and
well,
he's so corrupt. I didn't know, like, his son
Stefan
is involved in so much
corruption. Yes.
Oh my gosh! And the laptop, they found the laptop.
Stefan.
Yeah.
He's not alone. It's a system. We call it globalist. Yeah. Trump was against their interest. Okay. He was saying first America. I'm not supporter of Trump. Okay, but I'm saying about his policy. His policy against Iranian regime was good for us from Middle East. All people who are against Iranian regime, they love Trump for that. Okay, he was crazy maybe in other things. I don't know.
Trump had a very bad attitude and he was crazy, but he loved America because he got rich here.
Yes.
He loves this place.
Yeah, he was saying first America, but those capitalists who wanted they invest in China and other countries, they didn't want him because they want cheap labor. If I come back, Apple and all these come back to USA, then they have to be much higher to American, workers, and taxes, all these things. So they didn't want him. They brought him down. So this Biden, he is in with a system. He's not. He doesn't do anything. He just follow orders.
Yeah, he's like a puppet.
Yeah, he's a puppet.
They're pretty much walking him. He's got someone holding his hand everywhere he goes.
Exactly. So he's a puppet, yes. And unfortunately, they are talking about to take out even IRGC from terrorist list that Donald Trump put in terrorist list. The biggest terrorist organization on the planet Earth. Donald Trump killed Qasem Soleimani, the biggest terrorist on the planet. Okay.
Right.
But others, they don't do anything. They negotiate with terrorists,
And that's what we, as the USA said, they used to have it more set in stone. We don't negotiate with terrorists. And now it's like, oh, let's just negotiate with terrorists.
Because
there's no backbone over here anymore.
Stefan, they don't negotiate with poor terrorists. They negotiate with rich terrorists.
Yeah. It's all about the money.
Yeah, money.
What can you give me? Oh, you can give me that? Oh, you're not a terrorist.
Exactly.
You're my friend.
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, and this is what I'm saying, that they put my organization in terrorist list in order to save this fascist regime. Okay, they killed hundreds of our members. We had an army. I would love to share now.
But Mujin, from my experience, I could be wrong. I've seen a lot of terrorists are all Islamic.
Mm-hmm.
There's also Irish,
right,
Irish terrorists, the IRA.
Martin, IRA, all those were also. There were so many other terrorists. Wait, I will got it.
But don't you think a lot of
it's mainstream that they're all Middle Eastern though? That's what people think when they hear the word terrorist. If you say, "Hey, name me a terrorist group," they're gonna say Al Qaeda or Taliban. You know. Yeah.
And
there's African terrorist groups too. I'm sure in Somalia and Eritrea and all that. You know.
And they would probably be Islamic.
Yeah, yeah, and they're probably. Now I know what you're getting at.
I tell you that this terrorism started when what is it? I'm looking, finding something at the same time. But this terrorism started with Iranian fascist regime in 1979. Islamic terrorism. You cannot find a single terrorist.
Terrorism was probably going on long time ago too between the Catholics and the Protestants when they were sabotaging each other over their faith, you know, even though they're both Christianity.
Yes, Stefan, I'm talking about Islamic terrorism, and terrorism, I mean not conflict, I mean that, you know, terrorist attacks, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between terrorism and like war or like just having battles or like fighting with each other.
True. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's like maybe it's evolved as well, you know? I mean, as time goes on, it gets a little more different, and we can only speak about what we know now and look at history and try to justify if we even believed that that was terroristic. But maybe back then, even though they didn't use terrorism as a word, they probably thought it was a form of terrorism. I don't know. Who knows?
Could be, I'm not sure.
Yeah, right? That's why we're all just
I'm just worried that so many terrorists are Islamic. That's the thing that
yeah, true.
Biggest terrorists.
Okay,
but that's another sad part though, because you know, when you think of it, it's almost like they soaked up, you know, like when you see Middle Easterns or whatever, it could hit your head like, oh, terrorism, and it's like not all of them are terrorists. So I remember when I joined the military, a lot of some of my friends that were like, you know, from one of my friends, I think he was from Pakistan or somewhere, but you know, he's Americanized, but he was like, hey, you know, those people are not my people. You know, if you gotta do what you gotta do, because they're just so extreme, you know. So they're not the definition. They're not the definition of all Middle Easterns, but they take up a lot of the image that people get.
Guys, do you see these images? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, Stefan, this.
Where's Muji then?
This what happened.
Are you in that army, Muji?
No.
I see you. He's in the middle. I'm just kidding.
you see,
look for a bald guy.
Stefan. Yeah. We had this army in Iraq, yeah, and then unfortunately, you know, for example, this. Let me see. These women, yeah, you see, women with weapons. They were fighting against Iranian regime. They were Muslim women who were driving tanks and so on. You know, these are other pictures, and unfortunately, USA and UK, when they occupied Iraq, together they in order to let me remove this screen share. In order to support Iranian regime, they bombed this organization and killed many of its members, and Iranian puppet regime in Iraq, as well as Shia government, also helped them to try to destroy them, but they couldn't destroy them totally. Now they are in Albania, and they are trying to get the right to fight Iranian regime back. Okay, we demand the right to fight Iranian regime, and unfortunately they haven't accepted yet. You see these negotiations going on. They want to save Iranian regime. Let's see if they cannot, then of course they have to support our mission to fight Iranian regime. So far, they want to save the fascist regime of Iran. And all of them, they win on this regime. China, Russia, Europe, USA, all of them have, a piece of cake. Because
I see someone's put in the comments that the biggest terrorists are America, Russia, and NATO. Would you guys agree with that guy saying that? I'm not sure about that. But...
I mean, depend on, of course, what Russia, for example, they are doing now is you can call it also terrorists because they kill
some of the stuff.
People. Yeah, they kill innocent people. Yeah, they have been killing Syrian people in many years together with Assad, and the USA also has done a lot of bad stuff around the world, even in Latin America. Yeah, I think your origin is Stefan from somewhere in Latin America, or?
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him, yeah.
He's currently in Hawaii.
Yeah, he was in Hawaii.
American, I think. I'm not sure.
No. If
I think he's in Hawaii.
Yeah, hi, Stefan.
No, yeah, I was reading the comments and then I
okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Stefan, you are in Hawaii or?
No, I'm from Hawaii, but I'm in California.
Oh. All right, okay. So you are not. I thought your background comes from.
I grew up in Hawaii, so even though it's part of the United States, I mean, we're still kind of in Hawaii. We kind of do our own thing, So.
Oh yeah. So you're originally from Hawaii. You're originally from
Hawaii.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
But you know that USA has done a lot of bad things, stuff in Latin America as well, coup d'etat.
Oh yeah.
Different countries. So unfortunately, those these superpowers have done a lot of bad things as well. Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Which you can call it terrorism too. Yeah. But mostly terrorism now is called when you go and kill some people on the street. That's is called terrorism. The other one is called war and such things. I don't know. But it's a bad thing anyway.
So, Muji, you're fighting the Iranian regime, right?
We are fighting Iranian fascists.
So then you're doing secret James Bond stuff or what?
Yeah.
That's why they jump on and hate on Muji because it's a secret fight that they know.
Actually, I'm not a member. I'm just supporting. Yeah, I'm not that active. Okay.
He's a secret agent.
Hey, he's not a member.
No,
he's just
a special operations.
No, Martin, look, really, Martin. Members, they don't have any family, nothing, everything. They are, fully in, in organization. In fact, they don't have wife, children, nothing. But I have my wife, my family. I'm working, so I'm supporter. Okay, members are those who just leave everything behind and want to fight all the time because they realize that by having family and such things you cannot fight. Okay,
yeah, you can't. You got to go in having nothing to lose.
Yes, exactly. I'm busy today, can I do it tomorrow or next week? No, it's not.
Yeah,
you have to go here, there, every time they ask you. Okay, and you have to be available. So that's why they came to this idea that those who want to stay, they have to be single. Okay, and they are now single in many years.
Okay, so when Muji is one day single, you can join Muji. What?
Yeah, but that would be no fun,
No, that's
gotta be close to a lady somewhere.
Yeah, there was a lot of ladies there, Muji. So you can actually get your wife next.
Only thing is they're holding a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's require. I say that's require a very much. How do you say it? Courage and sacrifice.
Yeah, not so much courage.
Sacrifice and courage. Okay. Unfortunately, I admit that I don't have that much courage and sacrifice.
Well, at least you're honest, Muji. At least you're honest.
Yes.
It's okay. You can do your part by making people understand what you say is the truth. Because
exactly.
I don't know anything about it. That's why I want to do my own little research.
Yes.
On my own time.
You will come and tell us. He's gonna tell us next week if MEK is a terrorist organization, Mujin. He's gonna. He knows a lot about terrorist organizations, so he will know. He will know.
I've been there 43 years with them, and it is not only I say everybody loved them, Christian, Jews. We have priests, Iranian priests who advocate for MEK, despite MEK is a Muslim organization, because they love them. Okay, Marxist, secular, because they are greatest people that I have ever seen. Okay, they fight for. They could have all power, everything. They didn't have anything, to. If they were extremists or terrorists, they would join Iranian fascist regime. They could have all powers, but they put all beside and fought against Iranian regime because of you, because of others, because they said no. What you say, what you do is not Islam, and we are fighting you. We don't accept you. Okay, so they fought for people, for non-believers. All right.
But so they're actually fighting against Muslims.
Yeah, they are not Muslims. They are a bunch of mafia.
But they claim to be Muslims, right?
They claim, yes, they claim. Yeah. KKK claim to be Christian. Do you believe that they are Christians?
Yeah, but they can't support what they say out of the Bible. They can't.
Even they cannot no, even hadith, fabricated hadith doesn't say that you have the right to rob people. Even fabricated
hadith. Muhammad robbed people.
No,
he robbed caravans or something that came across stuff like that in the hadith.
Okay, that's first of all, it's like when you attack your enemy. Okay, you're fighting your enemy. Yes, you can take their tanks. You can take their.
No, it was random people.
No, it was absolutely not. It was his biggest.
Okay, if it's in the,
it's the spoils of war.
No, sorry. Yeah. It was his biggest enemy. His name was Abu Sufyan. He was a rich guy, the richest man in Mecca, and they were attacking his caravan. Okay, only his caravan. His caravan. Yeah. His caravan. It was.
But I'm sure they're not attacking other caravans. So you would accept that this way he's attacking caravans.
Let me say.
Because I thought you would reject it.
Martin. Let me tell you, if they were attacking, if they were attacking other people, okay, civilians who don't have anything, right? No. Let's say that he did it. Okay. For example. The hadith, there are hadiths that says that Prophet Muhammad stoned people to death. If he did it, then he went against verses of Quran. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you, that this is fabricated because it is against his own teachings, against Quran's teachings. Okay, so robbing people, ordinary people. But I say that in the war, if I'm fighting against USA and then US soldiers run away, we have the right to take their tanks, we have the right to take their belongings, which they have left behind, okay? So that's something else, but not when we are at peace with you, and I come and steal that diamond that you have there, I see it.
It's okay to take the diamond after I kill it. Because now it's not yours, it's nobody's.
No, if his enemy, yes, if his enemy and he's attacking me, yes, that's something else. All right.
Yeah, but you can make it like they're attacking me. Like I think the German nation.
Just hope that the person attacking you is very rich.
Look, making it. You have to answer God. Okay, God will judge you. Say that you made it. I will punish you. Okay.
All right, hey guys, I'm done with my break.
Thank you, Master.
I feel guilty when I sit down for too long at work. So even though no one supervises me because I'm supervisor. So.
All right. Okay. Take care.
Okay. Good luck, man.
See you.
All right. Hey, good seeing you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. I'll probably listen if you guys are still on, but I'm gonna jump off the live.
Okay. Thank you.
Catch all bad guys, man. Cheers.
Yeah. You take care.
And figure out if MK is a terrorist organization.
I'm gonna do my research on my own.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, I won't unsubscribe.
Muji's already stressing. He's like, whoa.
I say.
Muji's like, oh.
No.
It's like.
No.
It's okay. I won't unsubscribe.
No. Stefan, don't make just don't make the mistake that apostate prophet made. Okay, go. You have to always ask me about this and that. Okay, let's say this one say like this. And if I cannot,
you ask you on
no, if you can, I cannot
in front
prove
of
you
everyone.
wrong. Okay, if I cannot prove you wrong, then yes. Okay, then,
because there's a lot of information out there that will probably make it look bad, huh?
Yeah, Iranian regime. I tell you, Stefan, they blew up a Shia shrine, killed 37 people to demonize MEK. Okay, so you have to understand that Iranian regime has done everything to demonize MEK. Okay,
they're like framing you guys.
Yes, made movies, spend millions of dollars on movies and documentaries to make demonize their biggest enemy. Even Adolf Hitler was saying that partisans are terrorists. Okay, so you don't have to go with Adolf Hitler's word. You have to think yourself.
The killing just needs to stop.
Yes,
you know,
exactly. Yes,
like
stop. Yes,
the greed needs to stop. You know, just get back to fair trade, and everybody gets work for what you get. You know.
Yes, exactly. But unfortunately, there is a
too many people want what they don't work for.
Yes, Stefan, unfortunately, there is a system that make people to kill each other to become richer, which I was talking in my different debates, that system they bring down even Donald Trump, with fraud, everything to become richer, because they want to have their staff, everything outside. They don't want to bring them in to USA and so on because they need a lot of money.
Yeah, it's killing is to what they think is the easy way to make money because you can do it in 1 minute rather than working all day and breaking a sweat for a little bit. Exactly. But that's the honest way, you know?
Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, not everybody is honest.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Otherwise, I'll never leave, you know?
Thank you. Take care. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Okay, take care. Bye. All right. So let me see. Yes, and after 17 years and $1 trillion, Taliban is even.
Muji,
Hassan,
Muji, I can't still believe you don't want to accept the Bible solution, Muji. I just can't believe it. Muji just doesn't want to accept it. He knows it's better, Muji. He knows it will protect the diamond, Muji. It's going to perfectly protect the diamond. Perfectly.
Martin, do it. I will accept it. I love it. Okay.
Me and you can even do it. We can practice it already.
Okay. Wait. What is it? Hassan, right? Mccain only supports MEK out of who's that?
Antagonism.
The Iranian government. Okay. But okay, that's not only.
Muji is an undercover Christian.
That's
Stefan says he says undercover. We know you're undercover Christian.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, somebody told me. No, Martin. Somebody has told me. Okay, these extremist Muslim, they have said.
He's undercover.
Okay. Our brother, friendly Muslim. Is not here tonight. We miss him. Okay.
Where does he usually hang up? Where does he come from? The friendly Muslim? Does he have his own channel or what?
I don't think so. No, I think no. I saw him last night in a channel, and then last night. Yes, it was on that debate on MGD. There was a debate there with Daniel, ISIS Jew.
Yeah. ISIS Jew. Was he on there?
His name is Daniel ISIS Jew.
And you're gonna debate him someday.
Yeah, if he accepts.
I think he's gonna kick your butt because it's in the Muslim sources. Everything he wants is in there.
I tell you that I have brought this. Okay, can you share for me this so that I can tell you fast?
Okay,
please.
I see Stefan sent you more stuff.
Okay, I will put the link again in the public chat because they can see, those who see later, they can click on the link. This is also on my channel, of course. Click and bring it up.
Yes, boss.
Yes, thank you, my brother. You are my boss. Just this, I have to find out what is the problem with this. I don't know. This, I think, is StreamYard. is not compatible with Apple. You know.
Stream Apple is a problem.
That
Muslim.
You
So
talk
this.
Muji, the one that was very political. She has her own channel. The one from UK, Claire. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember which one was that. Okay. All right. I share it now. Okay. Let's. Okay. This the link is there. Go a little bit further. Go a little bit further. Back. Yeah.
There. How fast is that Twitter?
There is somebody want to comes in picture. Let me see.
With my
Back. Yeah.
The confidence to debate with you. Imagine what those people behind me who are.
Who's this guy, Muji?
Okay.
Why is this blurred?
Yes, I blur him because I didn't want that he feels shame. Shame. Yeah.
Why is he feeling shame?
Look, this guy, he was debating me on Facebook. Yeah, was all the time on these fabricated hadiths about stoning and so on. And then the link is there. Those who would like the link is there can go and check it. Okay. Right. Yeah, this guy came. Okay, this guy is when you give a crazy guy blah blah blah. Okay, this XXM. Okay, yeah, he's a fanatic, and then I asked him to join me. He's the guy who was saying that, swear that you don't record if I talk to you.
Oh, is he the guy?
Yeah, but this is not the guy here. No, the guy who is in the chat. Okay, it's in XXM. Okay, he's the guy who was
he must come in.
Yeah, I asked him. He's
scared, huh?
Yeah, look, they are all afraid. They are all afraid. Okay.
XMM, come in.
Look. Martin,
come and show Muji that he's crazy. Come and show him.
Martin.
Yeah.
Let me see. This guy. Okay, he was talking to me on on Facebook, saying that, oh, you don't understand. Many times I asked him, come and debate me. He was rejecting, like this guy XXM. Okay. Then finally he said, okay, I'll debate you. Okay. When he came to debate me, first minute when I put front of him the fabricated hadith, go from beginning of his speech, you see that he's speechless. He cannot talk. He said I will go and bring you a scholar. Okay. Because I don't know myself. Go back a little bit back.
Muji, he says you love attention.
Oh yeah, let him say. Okay, go back. Let him say whatever he wants. I love to educate you, my. I was going to say,
Okay. So I have to go back.
Yeah, a little bit because. Okay, here.
Who's this criminal?
Late.
So anyway, these two brothers, they had a debate with me, but they accepted they have lack of knowledge.
I'm not a knowledgeable person, okay? But if I have the confidence to debate with you, imagine what those people behind me who are able to do. So there is no shortage of people.
I would appreciate it if you could find me one of them. I've been asking for a long time.
No, because most of them are not on Facebook. That's the thing. Most of them are.
No, I have asked them on the Facebook. I have asked them even because I know myself. Alhamdulillah, I'm enough educated to know that this hadith is absolutely fabricated. How can a verse be missing from Quran?
Yes,
such an important verse.
Mustafa, I am not an imam, okay? But what I want to do, I really want to have this discussion with you. So far you have given me two hadiths, okay?
Yes.
The punishment of stoning.
Yes.
Right. I'm not saying to disregard the hadith, okay? Because I myself should actually study that hadith before I even comment on it. So that's why I'm telling you, I can't really comment on a hadith that I don't understand, right? Because although I am familiar with it, I haven't studied it. I don't know the authenticity of it because there are hadith that are authentic and a hadith that aren't authentic.
Yes, brother, but once again, I interrupt you here because everybody say that.
But can I please finish my answer?
No, just one thing because.
Muji XSM is admitting that he's very scared of you.
Okay,
he just admitted it.
Wait. Wait. You saw that they both admit that they don't know. They are not knowledgeable, and so on. But before, on Facebook, like this guy XXM, they were saying, "Oh, you don't understand. Oh, you don't know," and such a thing. When they came here, they were speechless. And the first guy, he found me a scholar. You will play and you will see. Okay.
because everybody say Bukhari and Muslim, they are absolutely authentic. They don't say that there is unauthentic hadith in Bukhari and Muslim. So that's that's my problem.
But I think, and I will humbly say this, but I believe you might not be right on that point, bro. The reason is that when they Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, I fully understand you. Just because it is mentioned in Bukhari and Muslim, it doesn't make it authentic per se. Okay, right? It doesn't make it a narration that can be fully implemented, because there are narrations in both Bukhari and in Muslim which we don't know the actual authenticity level of.
I have blurred the face of these two brothers because they were not so educated. Myself, I found an imam of the masjid in Houston.
Okay, now
accepted to answer my question, and he agreed.
Okay, after this, I found an imam, from Houston Masjid. Okay, and he talked to me. He also said that this hadith is. He didn't say directly, but he said this hadith is fabricated. Okay, because he said himself that the hadith is because they say, some of these so-called scholars, they said there are verses that are not in Quran, but we have to act upon it. And then that imam was saying also that I cannot, this is ridiculous, because in the day of judgment, God cannot tell me that you should act upon a verse that you cannot see it in the Quran, So, and then go little. No, they are talking about a verse, a missing verse. It's not a hadith. No, the hadith says that a verse of Quran is missing. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, so go further now. Go further fast. Not here. You have to go further. You have to go.
They say they reject you right away.
That's the imam.
They say
no.
Them are so sahih that everybody say. Then why it says that the verse is missing in Quran?
Now, as for the verse, as for the hadith of stoning, just to be academic with you, there's two sides to this, right? Side one, who says this hadith is authentic because it's in Bukhari Muslim, so we have to act on it. So what they say about this hadith is that so the Quran has verses, different types of verses. Some verses are called nasikh and mansukh. Nasikh means, yes, you're aware of this discussion.
Abrogator, yes, I know.
Right, the abrogation and the abrogation, or the abrogated and the abrogator, right? So
okay, now,
they say that abrogation is of a few types.
This was the imam, and he was the guy who was saying that I cannot act upon a verse that is not in Quran, is missing. Okay, so go for the guy, the scholar that he found.
One type of abrogation.
Go for the Okay, here. This is, wait, stop.
He's not sharing.
Stop. This is the guy. He's a scholar. He's from Saudi Arabia. His name is Sheikh Musarri. Okay. That first guy, he found me this one. Okay. And he was debating me, and he was such ashamed to share even the video with me, because he threw the second Khalifa of Islam under the bus to save Bukhari. And he was the one who said that he was old and he didn't remember. He put this this. He said that this verse is still it was abrogated and so on. So you played, and then I will show you even the proof that he invited me there. He gave me the.
He lost the debate actually. It is nearly now 20 days that I'm asking them for the video, so that
you see here, stop.
Give it to.
Yeah, I have blurred that number. The guy who's blurred, he found me. This is the what is it? And the Zoom information they send me that I joined the what is it? Debate with him, and then if you click further, later when I was asking them the video, you see. All these evidences I put there. Later, when I was asking about the video, they were saying that, "Oh, we will give you."
He was suggesting that Umar radiallahu anhu.
Here, you see, I was asking him all the time, "Give me the video." They didn't never published it. So this guy who is saying here now that he's afraid himself, and even their scholars, they are afraid to debate me, and he think that I'm doing it for publicity. I'm doing it to educate you. Okay, you see? Go back. This is I blur it so that it's not a problem. Okay, click play.
Because there is no difference between
they kill someone there.
people to death.
This is of course. I was saying that this is what Christians are, of course, doing. Unfortunately,
yeah, the Catholic Church did that.
Yes, this no, I
their own people.
Yeah, they were doing also a lot of terrible things, and these I don't remember what I was saying there. I put this picture as well. You can watch it. The link is there. Okay. So anyway, you can remove it. Yeah.
Muji, this guy says you have to go pray to be a true Muslim.
Yes.
You're not praying, Muji.
Yes.
So he says you're not a true Muslim at the
Okay,
moment.
let him say whatever he wants. Yeah, I have done my prayer before I started. Okay. So he can say okay. Let's say I'm not a true Muslim. Okay, let's say I'm not. Okay, you have to come and defend Islam if you are really if you have really the minimum knowledge of Islam. Okay, so don't say that such a things that is irrelevant.
Okay, Muji, are you ready to defend Islam, Muji?
Yes, I'm defending it always.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna defend it against my argument. I have an argument against it.
No, I
Can you hear
cannot.
my argument?
I cannot.
You're running away now, Muji.
Yes, I'm running away from you. I'm running
I
away.
knew it, you're scared.
I'm very much scared from you. I think now 2 hours 35 minutes. So we can.
I know. Suddenly the time flew because you have to go now because you're running away, Muji.
I'm running away.
We know, Muji. Look at that smile. We know.
But I love my Christian brother, and I don't want.
Because you're gonna be a Christian one day. You're gonna figure it out, Muji. You're gonna figure it out.
I say, Martin, and I say, and even what is it? When I was talking to Trinity Channel, they were saying, "Oh, this is Christianity. Oh, what do you say is Christianity?" So all those beautiful parts, I'm Christian. Okay, all those beautiful parts, teachings, I'm Christian. And I'm a Muslim for all those beautiful teachings. Okay, I reject anything bad in any. I say that they are not from God, but they have been inserted in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam.
Stephen says agrees. Stephen agrees, Muji. He says you're already a Christian, so
yes,
we can already celebrate, Muji. We can.
I'm just. I just don't accept some parts of Christianity,
the Old Testament.
Yes, whatever you call it,
Jewish laws,
whatever you call it, and then in Islam, those fabricated hadiths, I absolutely reject them. Okay, so they say these extremists say that, oh, you change Islam to I don't know, to somehow they say different things to what they call it to
Christianity,
to satisfy your master, such a things, ridiculous things, but I say that I'm not doing this because of that. I'm doing it because I know that Islam is what I have learned and what I believe in. Islam is exactly that which I preach. Is not because of to how do you say, to make Martin satisfy and such things. No, I'm doing it for Islam, and I believe that that's Islam, and your Islam XXM is a terrible
satanic.
Oh yeah, Satan is that.
From Satan.
Satan is that, yes. Okay, Satan is the one who guide people to the wrong way. Okay, and they have been followed the wrong way, the way of Satan, that is a terrible way, that stone people to death, kill anyone who
Yeah, see, Muji, in the Quran, Muji. Strike their head. Yeah, Muji, it's in the Quran. That's why he goes like, you just go, and they have to pay the jizya. It's in the Quran, Muji.
Martin,
you're gonna make me pay the jizya if you win, Muji. You're gonna make me pay. You know, it's in the Quran.
Martin, that's, I told you, that's I've said it many times. Fight as long as they fight. When they stop fighting, you have no right to fight them. I read for you the verses. Allah will not forbid you from those who do not fight you. Okay, Martin is not fighting me. Allah doesn't forbid me from being righteous towards chapter, what was it, 60 verse 8. Chapter 60 verse 8, that says that Allah does not forbid me from being righteous and, you know, towards you, and just, and all these things. So, and loving my Christian brother, Allah only forbids you from those who fight you, those who expel you from your home. And say it. I agree with brother Muji about Islam. Thank you, my brother. Let me read for you the verses.
But Muji, they're gonna say, Muji, all these Muslims are gonna say, Muji and Martin admitted we are fighting against ISIS Islam, so we can go and kill Muji and Martin because they admitted it. They admitted it on YouTube that we are fighting ISIS Islam.
Look, I have been what? I have been
the biggest enemy of ISIS Islam.
I have been fighting ISIS in 43 years. Now they say ISIS 43 years. Yes, Iranian fascist regime is the first ISIS. Shia ISIS, okay? Those are Sunni ISIS, these are Shia ISIS. They have been killing people, they have been stoning people. In 43 years, they have killed millions of people.
So where's the problem, Muji? Where's the problem? You say it's impossible that the problem can be in Islam itself.
No,
it's impossible. It's impossible. Where's the problem then? Where does the problem come from?
Let me, Martin. The problem is that is in that satanic system that is ruling the planet, and everybody do every bad deeds to become richer. Okay,
but they're getting the verses from the Quran and from
Martin, where is the problem? Look, where is the problem that they put they insert those barbaric verses in the Old Testament or whatever you call it? Yeah, the problem is that Quran says that they do it to sell it for some money. Okay, Quran says, woe to you to write a book with your own hand and say this is from our Lord, to sell it for, you know, few coins. Okay, Allah says that. So the problem is from that.
Is that what happened in the Hadith?
Yes, the money system. He wanted to sell. You know, I said these scholars, they are businessmen. Their business is God. They sell God, and their quantity of their product is important, not the quality, the quantity. So the more they sell, the more money they make. So they put a lot of trash hadiths in their, you know, books to, and
it infected Islam almost. It infected because Muslims are accepting this as from God.
Yes, they infected also Christianity, Judaism also. They have infected all religions, you know. So it's not only Islam. It is other religion as well have been infected. The older, there was somebody who wrote as well, and then he was right. He said the older the religion is, the more corrupted is that. Okay, the older, because people have reached to corrupt that. Okay, all right.
Are you sure about that? But okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There are current religions that I say is whoa, like
made
like 200 years ago. They corrupted like crazy. But anyway.
Of course, but somebody wrote. There is a truth in that, of course, but not maybe 100% truth. Okay. All right. Thank you, my brother Sayed.
Okay, Muji.
My brother Martin. Thank you.
It was fun, Muji.
All others.
Hopefully, one day you will realize, Muji, the problem is in Islam itself. You're fighting. You're fighting against the problem that's in your Islam itself.
Yes, I'm fighting that problem. Okay.
Yeah.
If you call it Islam, then I'm fighting that problem.
Can I
call in? No, Zagros. Unfortunately, it's too late. Okay, I have to finish it next week.
Yeah.
Oh no, I came at the end. Yes, of course, it was. Yes. Thank you, Zagros. Next week, okay. Yeah. And I hope that
you misses you.
And I hope that you called Aladdin and asked him. Okay, I don't know if you did it or not. I will check it. Goodbye, bros. Yeah, goodbye. Stefan.
Muji misses banning Zagros. Okay.
No, I'm not banning. No,
Kicking him.
Really quick.
Really quickly. Won't argue. Just a question. Okay, come in.
No. Your quickie take 1 hour.
Okay, cheers,
2 hours 43 minutes. Next week, please.
It was lots of fun.
Be patient. All right, take care.
It was lots of fun. Cheers, Muji. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Bye bye.